Live, yeah.
Okay. Yours.
We're live.
Alright. Shalom. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Let's say all praises to Yahweh.
Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
I'd like to say all double honors to the elder apostle Great Millstone, and to the hopeful elect that is out there on the highways and byways, spread across the four corners of the earth, and with the prophecy of the things that are occurring, that are fulfilling prophecy in these last days, which is the sea hip, all right, and Jacob's trouble, martial law, and deliverance out of this place. I'm going to start off with Jeremiah 28. And,
Which?
is that 8 there?
28.
Yeah.
I'll bring it up.
It's like cutting in. Yeah, that's for
Good. This is Jeremiah 28, started in like 8. And it reads, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against kingdoms of war, of evil, and of pestilence. So basically, what Jeremiah is saying here is that this ain't a new idea. Us coming out, right? Also having the Bible is and chant down this wicked place, man. Right? Because contrary to what people think, prophets are these individuals who come out and bring glad tidings. The Lord's about passing judgment, right, on His kingdom. So it's not going to be something warm and fuzzy like, right? It's about speaking against wickedness, and His wickedness is spearheaded by the so-called white man who goes back to Esau, Edom. Okay, so we're set up to tell you the mind of the Father, whose name is Yahweh, right, and His Son Yahushai, that they're in league with this place, man. They're about being destroyed. So this is what you're seeing being revealed to you, that the prophets, right, which is our forefathers, right, spoke not nice things about this wicked kingdom, man. Okay? Keep going. Verse 9.
Yeah.
The prophets which prophesies of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, is sent him. All right? So basically, we're not here to talk about peace, man. All right? Because this space is full of unrighteousness and wickedness. Right. And the most Yahweh, Yahushai, is with that, man. He's about bringing a restful situation for the hopeful elect, so things can be made in the way that's in accord with Him, the Father and Son's Spirit, man, which is based on righteousness.
That was it?
Done.
I got a precept. This is Ezekiel 12 and 21. And the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth? Tell them, therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. Right, in the NLT it says 22, Son of man, you've heard that proverb they quote in Israel, time passes and prophecies come to nothing. Tell the people, this is what the sovereign Lord says, I will put an end to this proverb, and you will soon stop quoting it. Now give them this new proverb to replace the old one. The time has come for every prophecy to be fulfilled. And we're in that time right now. Right? Because that's the thing that Jake's been saying. We've been on the highways for over 10 years, which is a generation. And we've seen how people talk shit. You know? Oh, you guys, yeah, we'll see you. You guys are just going to be on the corner forever. You know? I'll see you in another 10 years. Right? But the Lord is wrapping this thing up, man. You know? And pretty much, we could be out of here in 6 months. We could be out of here next year. You know, but you know that the Lord, when He wraps this thing up, it's gonna be fast, man. It's gonna be very fast. Because you already see what you know what's on the earth. You got the iRobots. You know, how is flesh gonna be saved with those things around? You know, the Lord has to hasten and speed up the time.
And we told these people, and look at how stupid they're looking now. The kingdom that they fought for, they bled for, that kingdom is turning their backs on them. Because you're the backbone of this society. You black, so-called blacks, Latinos, you work all those quote-unquote black jobs. Or those jobs nobody else wants to do. Now look who you're replaced by. You thought you were unreplaceable. Now look at you. Your society is gonna strip you first.
Yep. Verse Slack 27, NLT, son of
What did
man.
they hold on? What did they call them during that time? The VID time? They called them. They were praising them. All those people
Oh,
that worked
first,
at grocery stores and
Essential workers.
essential
Essential
workers.
workers.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah,
Thank you.
essential. Yep,
Thank
yep.
you guys. We can't do it without you.
It says, son of man, the people of Israel are saying, he's talking about the distant future. His visions won't come true for a long, long time. Therefore, tell them this is what the sovereign Lord says. No more delay. I will do everything I have threatened. I, the sovereign Lord, have spoken.
And you know that's one of the hardest things for a captive to do is to finally realize that they're free. When you've been captive for so long and they tell you, hey, go ahead, you're free. That doesn't make sense to the captive mind. The mind of the captive is still in the state. And when you're in jail, they call you institutionalized, man. And the majority of the people in this world are institutionalized to this society, man. We don't know how to think. We don't know how to live. We don't know how to act. We don't know how to freaking conduct ourselves. So that's why when we bring laws, statutes, and commandments, it sounds strict. When this is actually true freedom, man.
Hey, this is Isaiah 51:14. The captive exile hasteneth that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit, nor that his bread should fail.
And that's only the elect, man. That's only the men on the highways and the byways and the hopeful elect. You people, this is not a pit. This is not hell. This is your heaven, man.
Yeah.
All you people are out here enjoying life, and the life that you're enjoying is not even real, man. Your women are whores. Your children are bastards. They're being shot down in the streets. They're being pumped up with all types of you know what. This is not. This is a sci-fi film, man.
It's a dystopia, man. You know, GMO world. Verse 14 in the NLT, I read it. It says, soon all you captives will be released. Imprisonment, starvation, and death will not be your fate.
That's right. And that's speaking to the elect.
That's right.
All right. So those are the captives. That's that fell from the first estate. All right. You bug outs talking about Nephilim and fallen angels, man. Right. Your understanding is blurred. Right. Because the Most High deal with you, and the Most High deal with me is like you, man. Because the Most High is about favoritism, man. The Most High is the people that He's chosen to be exempted from judgment. That's what the psalmist says, in thy judgment, remember mercy.
Yeah. And the Lord jacks you up, man. Even He jacks the elect up.
That's right.
He chastens us.
That's
You know,
right.
the hopeful elect, whoever those brothers are.
That's right.
He chastens us, man. You know, and you know, I brought out that scripture yesterday at camp in Luke about the woman crying, you know, and begging the ruler that he give her justice, and the ruler was wicked, pretty much, and the ruler's like, look, I don't believe in the Most High, I don't respect men, but you're nagging me so much, you're annoying. Okay, I'll avenge you. And Yahushua said, take that as an example. He said, what about the Most High's chosen? He's like, are they not more precious, pretty much? And they're crying inside. Will He not avenge you? But guess what? You know what? The Lord likes that. You know, just like a woman that did you wrong, you want her to beg, man.
Yeah.
You want her to, you know,
Gravel, man.
you know. Hey,
I want her on her knees.
That's right.
you know,
Yep. Gravel.
that's it. So that's why the Most High, like, He's kind of like, you know, He doesn't necessarily have His face on us, because Yahushua is really the one that's taking us through the journey. But
Exactly.
He's still looking back. Okay, they're crying unto me now.
Con.
He's looking, but you know,
Con.
he's not fully.
Yeah, con.
You know, because hey, we did him dirty, man.
What?
Bro, we did. You know,
Hey, he's getting our text messages
God.
from
He
the
unblocked
angel.
us. He
Yeah.
unblocked
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
He unblocked us.
He turned
He's
back.
not responding, but he's
Yeah, he's not
unblocked us.
responding, but he unblocked us. Con.
Do like that.
Yeah,
It's great. It's great. So did you check it? Did you check it?
Yeah.
You know,
Red.
Yeah,
Yes,
but that's
two check
why
marks.
the elder apostle Rakai is true what he says about prayer, man. Because remember, our prayers are the text messages, man.
God.
That are who's that? Is it Uriel?
Yes.
It's Uriel,
He's
right?
the one that the prayers deals with the
Deals with the prayers.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's important that we pray, man.
God. Yeah, he takes the saints' prayers.
That's it.
Yeah, God.
This is Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4, I read on 16. It reads, "For here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come.
That's right.
By him, therefore, let us offer the sacrifice of praise to Yahweh, what Yahweh Shai, continually. That is, the fruit of our lips, giving thanks to his name, which is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai." Verse 16, "But to do good and to communicate, forget not. For with such sacrifices, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is well pleased." And that's pursuant unto our prayers. All right, so this is why we don't worry about this kingdom falling apart, which, you know, we heralded it. We pray for this to happen, right? We pray for the missiles to get shut off, and people are like, "Oh, but what about you guys?" No, we're also hoping under a sound saying, "Come up hither."
And it's like, you know what, I was meditating on that today. When people say that, that really presents their extreme lack of faith.
Come.
They can't fathom, you know, okay, let's say we tell you what's gonna happen. The Lord's gonna really protect his men in that time. Oh, you guys are crazy. What are you talking about? Where's your artillery? Where's your arms? Where's your organization?
Yeah.
You know, all that shit, right?
So I read verse 15 again. "By him, therefore, let us offer sacrifices of praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai continually. That is, the fruit of our lips, giving thanks to his name." So the fruit of lips falls on the banner of praying, begging, groveling, man.
Self-supplicating, yep.
That's right.
That's right, supplication.
You see, and the Most High is basically giving it a code, a cheat code, how to get to him, right? So begging for mercy is showing that what you are guilty of something, right? It's showing humility and humbleness, right? Once you ask for mercy, you're basically saying with a tacit lip that, hey, you know what, I was wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm nothing without you.
Con,
Yeah.
con. All right, that's it on that.
Let me get this quick, because we're going into prophecy, and this is Amos 3:6, and it reads, "Should a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?" Obviously, they don't understand this. They don't understand the concept. Usually, when you see the fire truck or the water truck, as I would say, you hear the noise and you alarm, right? It's like the same thing, right? And it reads, "Sure, there be evil in the city, and the Lord Yahweh had not done it." So the Heavenly Father used Esau and the heathens, to punish these people. In 2:3, verse 7, "Surely the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servant the prophets." Right? And the prophets that you see in church and all these, other religions, they are not the prophets. Those are fake prophets. Right? And you get in 100% truth. There's no filters here.
Right, and you said, we 3:6 again?
Should a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
So what did Habakkuk say in 3 and 2? It says, "O Lord, I've heard thy speech and was afraid." So he's not speaking about everyone in the city, because most people don't reverence the Lord. First, they don't believe it. You have heard people saying agnostics, and I'm spiritual, and all these is weird doctrine, man. So the people that will be afraid is us, the men of the Lord. We're the one that when we hear the Lord's speech, our knees shatter and say, what do we need to do?
Yeah.
Right?
That's why Yahushua said, "When I come back, shall I find faith?"
That's right.
Yeah.
Con,
So
con, right? So we're the ones, the men of the Lord that hear the Lord's word, right? Which is by way of trumpet. Is a dark way of saying prophesying, man. When we hear prophecy, we say, hey, what do we need to do? How do we need to get in the Lord's good book, man? And we're not even sure that we're in the Lord's good book.
That's right.
It's a hopeful thing. So it's the whole time you're in eggshells, man.
Yeah.
Right? You reading?
Yeah, what else are there?
I have a precept for you because you brought out
Habakkuk?
we have no continual.
Clap in the Hebrews
City.
clap.
So this is that this ties in with we are in the world, but we're not of the world. Philippians 3:20 in the NLT it says, "But we are citizens of heaven, where the Lord Yahushua Mashiach lives, and we are eagerly waiting for him to return as our Savior. He will take our weak mortal bodies and change them to glorious bodies like his own, using the same power with which he will bring everything under his control." Right? And that's what we're waiting for. So pretty much everything in the world, it doesn't excite us. You know, it doesn't stimulate us. You know, that's why Paul said if we of all men, if all we have in this life is the belief in Yahushua, we are all of men most miserable pretty much.
Uh-huh.
You know, so and that's why people, you know, they call us boring or miserable or
Yeah.
grumpy or,
Yeah.
or pessimistic. Well, hey, this world is degenerate, man.
Yeah.
And you're starting to see that ice, you know, the tip of the iceberg, right? With Diddy coming out and you had this guy Spears a year ago, right? That guy, that Jake's.
Yeah, that whole, with the
with
in the
kid.
bathtub
Yeah,
with a
the
baby, with a
kid.
child.
Yeah, yeah. You know, like and people are like, oh, this is weird. Oh,
Hey,
well, whatever.
but they were
Back to-
still in the Matrix.
Yeah, back to normal. Balenciaga. Oh, what?
Back to
Forgot
normal.
about it.
Back to
You
sleep.
know? Yeah.
No, go back to sleep now. Go.
You know,
Nah,
and,
nah.
and then like I said, if you really like took in what's going on daily with the trafficking, man, you just shit yourself, man. You just give up the spirit, man. You go crazy.
Hey, but the way that the scripture that you just read, it's about also freeing your mind. Because when we're thinking of the Most High, we're thinking of the kingdom, we're thinking of things that are on high. We're no longer stuck in that low vibration way of thinking anymore.
That's right.
We might be in the world, we go to work, we have to do certain things where, you know, certain things might stress us up, they pull us in the matrix, but we then know how to free ourselves
Right.
by diving into this.
That's right.
Thinking of the kingdom, thinking how we want to rule, thinking how we want to be, thinking how we want to be perfect.
Come.
We try to perfect that
Come.
that way of being better men,
Come.
being righteous men. 'Cause we're not perfect.
There's that goal that, you know, far away you're looking
It's
at,
exactly.
and you're just trying to get to it pretty much.
Come.
You know, but it's there,
Con.
and your focus is on it. Pretty
But
much.
that way of thinking is good for men.
Yeah.
It's very good
Yeah.
to have that way of thinking instead of for just thinking, yo, maybe wake up and go smoke a blunt.
Come.
That's right.
Like every day, your mind is so low.
Come.
Yep.
Come. This is a quick precept. 1 Corinthians 15:19. If in this life only we have hope in Yahushua, we are of all men most miserable. You know. Back
And this is quick one. This is Psalms 140:1. It says, "Deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischiefs in their heart. Continually are they gathered together for war. They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Adders' poison is under their lips. Selah. Keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have purpose to overthrow my goings. The proud have hid a snare for me."
So you said the word purpose there, it should jump out at you, right? So who gave him that purpose, right? So people always exempting the Lord from his actual almighty power, right? The purpose there is showing that the Lord has purposed this man to do what? Just what he's doing, right? He can't do anything outside of what he was created to do. The so-called white man thinks that this Bible, he lives outside of it. No, man, your purpose was to be what? The Most High's whipping stick, right? The Most High's sword. So that's your purpose. So the Most High gave us the cheat code as what to look out for and the snares and the traps. All right?
Keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have purpose to overthrow my goings.
That's right. So everything you do, just know that you're walking in the valley of the shadow of death, right? Set up by who? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But over that shadow of death, he's sanctioned the so-called white men to be what? The one that's gonna be there to trap you up. So we gotta send up prayers and ask the Most High, like, always mercy, man, right? Babakosha, okay? Keep me from the hands of the wicked. And we in Job 9:24 explains who the wicked are, right? So-called white man. It goes back to Esau, Edom. Okay, go ahead.
The proud have hid a snare for me, and cords. They
Who
have-
has a big function worldwide called pride? Pride is synonymous with being proud. Okay, so the Moses is always pointing him out, right? Shining light on him, bringing clarity to what was darkness. Okay, and the light is being shunned by who? The men of the Lord who come in the stead of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, man. Okay, go ahead.
They have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me. Selah.
All right, so when you take an Advil, all right, you eat their food, that's basically trap you up, man. Why can you have commercials showing you, cheese and being melted on pork, right? On a bread of cheese being melted, and you can't wait to the zinger and some foolishness to mess you up, man.
Yeah, pure chemicals.
God.
It's not even food.
You know, everything called M&Ms and fuzzy peaches, all this thing. That's part of the sword. Okay, everything with sugar on it, right? To mess you up, man, and that's his job. So that's why I have a dietary law.
And then he appeals you with the eyes.
Con,
Yeah,
con,
with the
con.
colors and the brightness and he knows all that psychology. That's why
Yes.
he spends like part of more like advertisement marketing.
Con,
It's a
yes.
big part of
Con.
a corporation or company.
Con.
Yeah, this is jumping down to verse 8. Grant not, O Lord, the desires of the wicked. Further not his wicked devices, lest they exalt themselves. Selah. That's the point.
I'm gonna try the word desire. The word desire means, from the dictionary, Oxford languages, it says a strong feeling of wanting to have something or wishing for something to happen. So this so-called women have a strong feeling to see us our demise, man, because the Most High put out a riddle to them, right? Basically, this is in Jeremiah 31, where it says if you can guess the sun and the moon, it can basically vanish, and if you guess the depths of the, so they have a strong desire to bring it to fruition.
Yeah.
You see that? So, and rightfully so. Like, if I was in his position, I'll be doing exactly what he's doing to try and get that birthright back. Because everything he's doing in a carnal sense, we're promised to do it in a spiritual sense. So in our kingdom, what he's doing with his carnal devices, we're basically a mind control. We'll be able to manipulate elements, right? Which he's lost based on what? Being greedy, being a sellout, right? Being a person of impatience. When the Lord says he's about having patience and long suffering, so that we have inherited the Lord's way of being, to be patient and long suffering. He used to have a thing called minute rice. Okay, microwave dinner. And so within 2 or 3 minutes, you can be eating a full 3-course meals. When it's gonna be to your detriment, man. You know that plate in the microwave,
Yeah, it's the atomic symbol.
the radioactive thing. So you're showing you're eating the radiation, and man, that I'm busy, man. I have no time.
And the people don't understand that when it goes in a microwave, what's the first thing that comes out of the food when it's in there? It's the so everything has to have water in it. In your system, that's going to destroy you.
Yeah, because when you warm up food stove, you throw water on it.
Con,
Exactly.
con too.
Yeah, that's what mostly Ammon does with their cooking.
Well, they did an experiment with using microwave water to cool down by itself,
Yeah.
and poured it in the plants. And within 2 weeks, the plants that had regular water were still flourishing, but the water with the microwave that's cooled down, the plants are dying.
Jeez.
You know,
Jeez.
This is, you got something?
Elder.
This is Hebrews 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For you know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected.
That's right. So he said afterwards. So at the time when he was doing it, he thought it was a good deed. He thought this ain't nothing. But now, which is afterward, where he can reflect and see what's actually happened, that we're risen up, we're back on our feet again, realize who we are as a people, as a nation, as the hopeful elect. He's saying, damn, I messed up, right? So he's going to do everything in his power to try and regain that. But listen, man, it's a prophecy and it's a scripture and it's done. You can't add to the book or take from the book. It's over. It was written that way for you to go off, right? It says man's going up to the Lord. So it's done, sealed, signed, sealed, and delivered, man. Okay?
For you know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected.
Bam. You know, the Most High says, you know, sorry, right? And the Most High basically is giving people who he sees as reject, as low class, right? Who you call monkeys, who you call black, right? Who you call the most deplorable and degrading things are going to rise up over you, man, and rule you. That's why you make movies called Planet of the Apes, making a mockery of the Most High's people.
Yep.
All right? We're on to your games, man. We know we talk about Planets of the Apes.
Yeah, this man, he took the 7 deadly sins and he exalted in this kingdom. You know, when you read about the 7, like that movie 7.
Yeah, great movie.
But the 7
Gluttony
deadly
and
sins,
greed,
greed,
hmm
adultery,
adultery.
lust, pretty much.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta have it, man. You gotta die for it. to die for it.
Done.
Right? It's a burger to die for.
True.
Obey your hunger, obey your thirst, right?
Right? Not obey the Most High,
That's right.
right? Our hunger is based on the bread, which is Yahweh Shai, and the thirst of the wine, which is Yahweh, which is his doctrine. That's what we hunger. That's what we thirst, man.
Shema Road, diabetes, drive-thrus on every corner. Yeah, man, you can go into McDonald's, 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Fucking cars everywhere, man.
I know.
You know, big lineup at a drive-thru.
And just like the brother was saying, a lot of those foods is microwave.
Con.
They just put the burger and
They're
just
already
warm
ready,
it back.
yeah.
Just warm it up.
Yeah.
Well, even
Fresh.
you going into the diners, like, you know, what do they call
Denny's.
no, not just them. That's one of them, but I'm saying the ones at Montana's and all of those type
Oh,
of chains.
okay, yeah. Come.
Most of the stuff in there, they just it's on they unfreeze it and they put it in the microwave and dish it out to you.
It says, "For he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears."
That's right, man. So he's always begging, man. Right? Please. You know what I mean? Because like he knows, right, what we're saying is the truth. Right? The apostle, the other apostles always say, you must know the truth to be telling a lie. Right? Especially in his case. He has all the documents, he has all the history books. Right? He knows, right? You know, we have to just rely on the Holy Spirit to guide us. But he has the living documents of showing what happened in antiquity and the ancient world. Right? Because he didn't say he's wiser than Daniel. Right? Because he's privy to like ancient archives, man. Right?
2 Thessalonians 2:8, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
When this truth comes back into us, right? Via our apostle elders, right? In 1969, right? When this doctrine was brought forth, right? Then we've received up on high the true knowledge, true doctrine. So now we're revealing the wicked, right? Prior, like 20, 30 years ago, I thought a white man was, it was like the black man was an eyesore compared to white man. I'm going on a plane. I don't want to be a black pilot. I want to be a white pilot. Because the black guy's gonna crash the plane. You see what I'm saying? I'm a doctor. I want to say a white doctor. But now, when it comes to the truth, now you realize the white man that goes back to Esau, Edom, that's the damn devil, man. You want nothing to do with them, man. Right? You gotta run from it. And in the kingdom, we're have stories speaking about the so-called Edomites, man, the so-called white man.
And he exalted himself to the heavens.
That's right.
Right? So he became the standard.
That's right.
Like you said, doctor, religious figure, politician, whatever, corporate person,
Khan.
lawyer,
Khan.
the hero.
That's right.
The knight in shining armor.
Everything.
You're
my everything.
Get a quick percent.
I think I would have said
Oh,
that.
okay.
And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth,
And
and
the
shall
spirit-
destroy with the brightness of his coming.
And the spirit of the Most High's mouth is a prophecy, man. That's the spirit of Yahweh Shai, the Revelation 19:10, right? The spirit of prophecy, right? We've been saying, but based on what we were taught by the other apostles of Great Millstone, who the so-called white man is. At first, it was a bit abrasive, right? And we're like, that doesn't sound Christian-like. That doesn't sound like Jesus. When you first came across the apostles, like that's not how it's supposed to be said. But once the Most High started dealing with you, you say, oh damn, right? This is the truth.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's like the stumbling block.
God.
Yeah.
Because remember, this is a treasure. So it's like Indiana Jones. He goes throughout you know, those different places, and there's a booby trap here,
Yeah,
this
Con.
and no, you
Yeah.
gotta run here,
Con.
right, to get to the treasure. And then when you get the treasure, you better run because everything's collapsing and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so
See.
that's the same thing with this, man. It's a fine frequency.
Mhm.
Like you have your radio,
Yeah.
and you hear somebody, but it's not quite.
Yeah.
What? And you gotta really tune it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Gotta
Yeah, but
check
that's
it
why
out.
when we hear people talk weird or different doctrines, we're just like, what?
Right away.
You're in a different frequency.
Yeah, we're like, what are you talking about?
Demonic
Remote
frequency.
station.
Yeah, that was the point.
Okay, this is Titus 1:15. Unto the pure, all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving, it's not impure. The brother mentioned it because you always refer that to a white person being pure. Doesn't mean that everyone that is white is Esau, right? Because we have people that look like Esau like the other nations. But Esau, Edom, you know, he's born to be wicked. He's designed with the Heavenly Father to do wicked stuff.
And there's, what you're saying, like everybody that have that mindset of being righteous, right? That they're gonna be righteous.
That's right.
But to the crooked, the ones who was made to be wicked, they're gonna be wicked, man.
That's
So
right.
you don't try and convince an Edomite that hey, pedophilia is wrong
That's right.
because he's looking
Yeah.
It's like that character from Peanuts, Charlie Brown,
Yeah.
because he can do it anyways. Right? So to the pure, like a man who's at the Lord, you know what I mean? He said, yo, we don't know it's wrong. We hear about it, and it irks our spirit, right? But to him, like you, my friend, he had a thing called ATM. And he always ATM? Everybody know the acronym for the Edomite. It means ass to mouth, right? So that's the kind of sex he likes. You know what I mean? I'm like, what?
That's his nature.
That's his nature.
These Beastie Boy.
Yeah, man. And he gloats on that.
Yeah, just to try it. Yeah. Yeah, these are Edomites, they put on dresses.
Con.
Yeah.
Like even their jokes are weird.
Weird.
You know,
Con.
like just
Yeah.
their
Weird.
jokes.
Weird.
Yeah. But that's it, you just, yeah, I see.
Gone.
Yeah.
Hey, you fall asleep at a party around Edomites.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
Where
that-
did he?
They love
Well-
And they'll wake up and laugh.
Gone.
Oh, we're fucking around.
Yeah. Where do you think did he get that ideas
yeah,
from?
Con.
You know? He's probably with Amalek and
Yeah.
Miles Davis and them man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Back on Titus 1:15. But even their mind and conscience.
That's how
is
they
defiled.
gaslight you. They gaslight you by doing weird stuff to you and just be like, oh, no, I was just joking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. Oh man. Loosen up.
Yeah.
You loosen up. You just try to grab my dick.
Con.
That's right.
Con.
You
Or
just
hit
slap
your
my
butt.
ass.
Yeah, con.
Yeah.
You know?
What? Yo, bro, I ain't get down like that.
No.
Yeah.
Verse 16. The prophets that they know Yahweh.
Hey, that's why they have those movies, not to keep interrupting,
Yeah.
that's why they have movies known as indecent proposals.
Oh yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah.
they'll try to sway people with money. So they want to meet the most upright individuals because Esau thinks they can break every
Yeah,
individual.
yeah, flip
That's
people.
Esau's mind,
Yeah.
right?
Yo,
Esau
that's-
likes to see righteousness so he can go and test. Even the scriptures tell us that, right? When you read it in the Apocrypha, they said, "Oh, they want to test us
Con.
to see if we're really about what we say.
Come let us try them.
Let us try that." That's just how Edomites think.
That's one too.
That's why they have that at those parties. They have those different debaucheries in every room. Either it's smoking, filthy sex, and all of that, and
They got
at
coke
bestiality
everywhere.
in there.
Coke everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, that's just a normal thing. And these kids, they go to Hollywood, they go to those parties too.
Oh yeah.
It's just everywhere. So,
Yeah.
Hey, that's how they got a lot of famous Jakes. They got a lot of famous Jakes because Jake loved women. So then all they had to do was get Jake into women,
That's
find
right.
women that love
Huh.
drugs,
Yeah.
and then when Jake is high,
yeah.
introduce a tranny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now Jake is lame. He didn't even know.
Yeah.
And the spirit's already on
They-
now. He wakes up, he's like, what the fuck happened?
Con.
That's fallen.
Then they had the
Yeah.
video. Yeah.
fallen. That was it?
Hold on. The prophets that they know Yahweh, but in words they deny him, being abominable and disobedient, and unto every good work reprobate.
With the judgment, yeah.
That's right.
This is Psalms 58 and 1 in the NLT. It says, Justice, do you rulers know the meaning of the word? Do you judge the people fairly? No, you plot injustice in your heart. You spread violence throughout the land. These wicked people are born sinners. Even from birth, they have lied and gone their own way.
Yeah, because even the people who, when we go into court and we see that person who you call your honor or the judge, that person is you already lose as a so-called black, Latino, Native Americans because their scripts or their book of their law is already flawed. That's the flaw. They're flawed just because of what they're going by. Our law is perfect. It's above men. This is above any man. No man can tamper with this.
Yeah, it judges you by the Spirit.
Exactly. The law is already there. It's already handed down from Yahweh. It's righteous.
And in the law, it says you cannot add or remove.
It's straight.
Yeah.
So where's amendment? I got to make an amendment to this law.
Gotta get with the times.
I gotta make a bylaw in here.
Yeah.
That's what he does in his laws.
Verse 4, they spit venom like deadly snakes. They are like cobras that refuse to listen. Ignoring, verse 5, ignoring the tunes of the snake charmers, no matter how skillfully they play.
Yeah,
Great.
you might tell an Edomite, hey, this area is not supposed to be built upon. This is necessary for the ecosystem. And all he sees is dollar signs.
Yeah.
He comes in and destroys a whole ecosystem, messes up the whole place,
Yeah,
and
that
then
birds
when
had-
something bad happens, he's just like, well, fuck,
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Throw money at it.
Yeah, cunt.
Yeah, because that's what they're doing in Toronto here, man. They destroyed the old parts of the city, trees that had been there forever, which is like habitation for birds and squirrels and whatnot. Where are they supposed to go? Then they're gonna go in people's houses.
Yeah, that's right.
Verse 6, break off their fangs, O Most High. Smash the jaws of these lions, O Lord. May they disappear like water into thirsty ground. Make their weapons useless in their hands. And that's the time we're right, because these they're going to try to fight against the Prince of Princes, right? But that's going to be a terrible battle for them.
Yeah.
That was it.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, start at 10. Read, let us oppress the poor, righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. And the us is pursuant to the wicked, right? That's their mindset, is to always put their foot in our throats, right? We're the cherry on top, man. So you see how all those so-called truthers, and other people bring out truth, right? And they're making laws. Is not really to get at them. It's really to get to the cherry on top. The man of the Lord is what they actually want. So they're making the laws and pretending they're chasing whoever, but who they're really after is the men who serve the Lord. Okay. So this is verse 12. Says like 11. Let our strength be the law of justice, and that's what how it's going into, right? Their judges, right, are using their law as justice, and their law is tainted, right? It's filthy, and it has nothing to do with our law because they're contrary to, because they have things based on amending things.
Well, a couple years ago, it was illegal to sell weed.
Con,
Now they have weed on every corner.
con.
And they still raid people that grow too much or they
Yeah,
don't have
con.
a certain permit or license, and you still hear of raids on OPP raiding. Just like, what the fuck?
They're not, man. So let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. And that's a dark way of saying, calling us feeble men, and feeble-minded means you're simple. So to see this, what we're doing as a simple-minded thing, like, oh, garments. You don't have good garments.
Where's your power?
Gone.
Where's your power?
Gone.
Right?
Right.
Where's that flex?
Right.
Because they have it. They can flex. They could call the paddy wagon, call whoever,
Gone.
agents, whatever, right?
right? Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, right? So the righteous and the feeble is in one breath, okay? Because he's not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraideth us with our offending the law, and objects, and that's what I just did. I just was basically spoke about the justice system.
Yep.
All right. So it doesn't take a rocket science to see who they're talking about here. Okay. So he an objective to our infamy and transgressing of our education. He prophesieth to have the knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and he calleth himself the child of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the Israelites. You know. Verse 14, he was made to reprove our thoughts, so they know, right? This ain't a new idea for them. They know who we are. They know what we're set up to do. We're made to reprove their thoughts. Okay? Verse 15, he is grievous unto us, even behold, for his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion.
Hey, that's why we always let brothers know that you have to understand your position, even though it's a low position. But the elites are the elites, but the men of the Lord are the elites as well. They're just on a low level.
Right. That's right.
Right? So but the elites know that. That's why the elites don't play with the men that are on the highways and the byways, just like they didn't play with Yahushua as a baby. When Yahushua was a baby, did anybody take him as a joke? He wasn't a joke.
Nope.
There was orders that was put out to kill every Hebrew child, man.
Right.
That was prophecy. It said there's a great cry in Ramah.
Jeez,
So
man.
that was babies just.
And we have another crime coming up just now, which it's the Most High called Jacob's trouble, and it's not gonna be a joke, man. It's gonna be a very dangerous time, man, because we can see that the AI, the robot technology, is a part of you know what, peak control.
Yeah. And you got man, when you go on Twitter and these platforms, these Edomites are being very gaslighted by the elites, like the regular Edomites that are now patriotic. And when you read what they say about Jake on Twitter, man, yo, they hate you, bro. Like,
Yo,
they hate Jake.
remember what you were showing me?
Yeah, but when you go in like in Twitter, like these guys are like, yo, deport, we're gonna do this, we're training, you know, they're ready. So whenever kind of chaos pops up, they're ready, man. They got the artillery, they have the, remember you have vigilantes of Edomites, different groups. They've been training for decades in the backwoods of South United States, you know, the rednecks and all that shit,
Of course.
you know. So they're ready, man. They
Ex-military,
hate you.
ex-police officers.
You know, they hate when they see the Black Viking shoulder, like, look, they're taking our history. They're blackwashing this.
Exactly.
You know, they get mad, like
Exactly.
everything now you see with the Queen Charlotte,
Exactly.
Sophia, and the Viking, and all these different shows. They're like, this is bullshit.
Exactly. That's
But
right.
that's the elites also. They're gaslighting them.
That's right.
Everyone, even the Palestinians and you know who.
That's right. Exactly.
I seen them now. They're like, oh, good. This IDF soldier got deleted today. Oh, praise Allah. Yeah.
Exactly.
They're ready. Like,
Yeah.
just everyone's on
That's
a
right,
hate frequency.
That's right.
So when this chaos happens, everyone's just gonna kill each other.
Yeah.
That's right.
Like dog for dog. And people don't think it can get that bad, where you can have people shoot babies and do this. But what is that saying? When you have nothing to lose,
You lose it.
Right. So.
Verse 16, we are esteemed of him as counterfeits, and as going to those people that we can't talk about, right? so they know our mindset, and we know theirs based on the scriptures. Because at one point without the scriptures, you thought a smile was a smile. You thought when I eat my looking, hey, how you doing, man? You thought he actually means that smile because you mean yours.
Oh yeah, I used to think they were the friendliest people when I came. I never knew that it was a fake smile until I got older.
God.
Because they do that.
Yeah.
They all do that.
God. How are you?
Yeah.
I'm good. You know?
Plastic smile.
Yeah.
God.
Used to
Right?
call it that.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm like.
Let me get this. This is Sirach 2:1 and GNT. It says, my child, if you're going to serve the Lord Yahweh, be prepared for the times when you be put on the test, the test, we been in that test since the beginning, and all of us we're gonna be tested. But the brothers mentioned it when Isa is gonna, push out the MOTV, right? It says, "Be sincere and determined. Keep calm when trouble comes." So when hell break loose in this place, you already knew this was gonna happen. The
Yeah.
rest of the world had no idea.
Yeah, you gotta stay in the spirit.
That's right.
They're sleeping.
That's right.
That's why I said be sober, be vigilant.
Original, yeah,
Others sleep. You gotta be awake.
that's right.
Pretty much. The night is when people sleep, but we gotta stay awake.
You need
Yeah.
to know your 360 is around you, pretty much.
Which
Circumspect.
the
The
only way to
street-
do that is through the spirit.
Yeah. Stay with the Lord Yahweh, never abandon him, and you will be prosperous at the end of your days. Accept whatever happens to you, even if you suffer humiliation. Be patient. Yahweh is tested by fire, and human character is tested in the furnace of humiliation. Right? Because they talk about shit about us, the way we look. We don't look like other camps. A little more presentable. Better.
Even
You know?
losing,
Right.
even when people don't see us losing, that's a part of your humiliation
Yeah.
too, right? Not being able to have,
Yes.
not
Being without.
maybe losing family.
Yeah.
Brothers have lost children. Brothers have lost wives. Right? That's a part of the humiliation as well.
Yeah.
Because there's no power in
That's
that.
right.
As a man, there's no power in that.
Yeah.
To lose your family, to go through a court system,
Yeah.
whatever it is, it's humiliating.
Yeah.
To have now somebody's in your business, they're telling
Yeah.
you when you can see your own kids.
That's right.
Yeah.
They ban you from your house, tell you you can't go back to that area. That's
Yeah.
humiliating, man.
Yeah.
As well as with the demonization.
That's right.
That demonization is gonna get real serious.
Mhm.
And all family members and friends and even brothers that were
False brethren.
false brethren,
Yeah,
yeah,
false brethren.
exactly. False brethren that, are gonna turn their backs on this truth and turn
That's
their
right.
backs on the man of the Lord.
Because everything is intensifying, so people are gonna get. If you're not in the spirit, you're gonna get more offended.
Yeah.
And pretty much, you're gonna let that offense beat you.
Get to you.
Yeah.
It's gonna get in your mind like, fuck, this is the truth's fault. This is your
That's
brothers,
right.
man. You
Yeah.
guys held me back.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true.
You're gonna lose
From,
it.
from what?
Fine,
From what?
fine.
You're gonna
The
fucking
fuck
lose
is
it.
out there?
Verse 6. Trust in the Lord Yahweh, and he will help you. Walk straight in his ways, and put your hope in him. You can't put your hope in, 2/3 of, Isa.
Hey, that's why it's like I have to say that. That's why we're so strict now on new members. We don't just let brothers in, You have to really show that you understand what you're part of. Because we don't want that, that bitch ass spirit of,
Exactly.
blame and, oh, I didn't know, and I don't know what it was going on, and I don't know my life and all this shit. Right? We want you to know, like the scripture says, you gotta be fully persuaded in your own mind.
You make that sacrifice before you come in.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Verse 7. All of you that fear the Lord Yahweh, wait for him to show his mercy.
Yeah, just like the elder just said. Your covenant is not with us. Your covenant is not with GMS Toronto. It's with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
That's right.
That's what the covenant is with, man.
What you say? Work on your own salvation with fear and trembling.
Exactly.
Right? Do not turn away from him, or you will fall. All you that fear the Lord Yahweh, trust him, and he will certainly be rewarded. All you that fear the Lord Yahweh, look forward to his blessings of mercy and eternal happiness.
And you know how you trust? By belief.
That's right.
By believing, right? The brothers that use women earlier, the same way you want a woman to be humble, a woman trusts you when she believes you. Whatever you say, she believes. That's trust, man. Blind faith.
Yeah. And so Paul said, I walk by faith, not by sight.
Con.
That's right. That's what I was gonna know.
Because if we walk by sight, then we're going to think that this devil's never going down just like
Uh-huh.
everybody else thinks.
Uh-huh.
Why do you think everybody else is looking at us like, you guys think this guy is losing power? Impossible. But we don't walk by sight, man.
That's why in Isaiah it says, "Is this the man?
Yeah,
We can, we can
because he's powerful, bro.
God, God.
Yeah.
This man has a weather machine. What the fuck is that? Yo,
Multiple ones,
shit.
He's the one that's spreading these storms around, man.
Damn,
He's, he's the Most High's sword.
that's
Yeah.
no joke, bro.
And it's still the Most High. He's just using a vessel, Esau, to fulfill it.
Yeah.
It's still a quote unquote natural disaster, if you want to be technical. I had Isaiah 10:1. It says 10:1 in the NLT awaits the unjust judges and those who issue unfair laws. They deprive the poor of justice and deny the rights of the needy among my people. They prey on widows and take the advantage of orphans. What will you do when I punish you? When I send disaster upon you from a distant land, to whom will you turn for help? Where will your treasures be safe? You will stumble along as prisoners or lie among the dead, but even then the Lord's anger will not be satisfied. His fist is still poised to strike.
Oh, is it on there?
Yeah.
I got this in Sirach, chapter 4, verse 11. So it says, "Wisdom exalteth her children, and layeth hold them that seek her. He that loveth her loveth life, and they that seek to her early shall be filled with joy." And this also reminds me of I forgot Proverbs something where it talks about a prudent man
Perceives
evil,
evil.
right, and hiding himself. So you seeking her early is basically before the grace period ends. There's a grace period where the Lord is reaching out only to the hopeful elect to receive His truth, and only the hopeful elect are going to really lay hold onto wisdom, right, which is always linked to obedience. Being obedient to the Heavenly Father constantly, day in and day out.
God. And that word exalt means very high.
Right.
Right? So the wisdom is what keeps us above. Right? We know what I was on that precept Deuteronomy 7:6.
Right.
And with this little things means it means that your mindset is that of a regal mindset. I always say this is king's language. That's why mere mortal can't get it. Right?
That's right.
Like if you're not invited to this arena or part of this court, you're gonna think, hey, you guys have a madness, man. They walk by and stop and look, got missile signs and what was it? Right? And they scoff and go.
Yeah.
A lot of you people, you're serfs, man. You're actually just serfs.
God,
That's
You're
it.
just-
And there's nothing wrong with that.
there's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that, right? You're just laborers, but you guys are today, and I'm an internet personality, or I'm a social media influencer.
God.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a streamer. I'm
Yeah,
this
correct.
or that. But these are just artificial things.
Yeah, that's right.
There's no skill set. There's no value what you bring. I'm 3 million TikTok famous.
What does that mean?
There's no skill set for that. There's no value.
Because if they
You know,
shut down,
if shit went 500 years back, you'd just be there.
Yeah.
You can't do shit.
So true.
You just some man will take you, put you on a boat. You'll be in slavery. That's it. You'll just be a fucking laborer. A lot of people are just serfs, man.
Those folly set in great dignity, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Yes, sir?
no, I was just saying, mention what the elder had mentioned about was like if you say one thing, they cancel. Where's the rest of your followers?
Yeah.
You have to start. They deem so, and when the chip is in, it can cancel you again.
But look what they did to Kanye West.
Yeah, it's perfect.
$4 billion rich.
Yeah.
So verse 12 it says, "He that loveth her loveth life, and they that seek to her early shall be filled." Oh, I read that. Shall be filled with joy. Verse 13, "He that holdeth her fast shall inherit glory, and wheresoever she entereth, the Lord Yahweh shall bless. And to hold anything fast is to hold it tight. So, you basically you wake up every day with this truth on your mind, constantly working on your salvation day in and day out. There's really no days off, in this truth.
Well, that holding is going into the understanding, right? Because you can read, but you have to understand. You have to get that understanding of exactly what you're reading.
Yeah.
Which is acceptance.
Do you have to go
Yeah.
through the experience 100%?
Yeah,
True.
the pain and
Because
suffering.
I heard forgot what brother said it, but we've been taught this before. But wisdom is knowledge. It's the application of knowledge. So when you read something, like you read about our forefathers, David, Solomon, their experiences with women, their experiences with this and that, and then you come through the same experience, and you read how they got out of it, and you apply that, you're gaining wisdom. That experience is set with your soul now.
Well, that's why we read it, right?
Yeah.
Right. So he may run who reads it,
Yeah.
right? That's what we know. Like fuck, if just like David, he slept with a man's woman. We know that's not good.
That's right.
There's nothing righteous comes out of that. Death
Right.
comes from that.
Right.
There's a lot of death.
That's right.
Yeah.
And when he was rebuked by Nathan the prophet out of a riddle, it was a riddle, and he was found and he was rebuked.
Yeah, that was a good riddle.
The first thing he
Yo,
did.
bring him to me.
Exactly.
I'll have his head right now.
The man said, "That's you." The first thing David applied, you know what I mean? You
Was
can
the
imagine
law.
that moment. He's like, "Oh shit!" But the first thing he applied was humility. He's like, "Yeah, you're right. I fucked up." His son was put to death. He mourned. He asked Most High for mercy. As soon as his son died, he wiped his tears, went moving forward. His servant's like, "What the heck? You've been mourning this whole week." And then
Yeah,
you
he
just get
fasted
up and
too.
go. You fast, you just get up and go. And I forgot what he said, but he basically mentioned what Job said. I would receive evil, not good. Like, I know why the Most High did this. Move forward. So like when we read these scriptures and we see these scenarios and like we extrapolate that, every single one of us are faced with scenarios like that, where the Lord is chastising you for your wrong.
Of course.
And you gotta accept it and move forward, and you're gonna find the cleansing, the healing at the end of it.
Hey, that's why we said it yesterday at camp. You can't avenge yourself in this place, even if you're right in the moment. You might be right in the exact moment.
It's true.
And you're trying your hardest to fight for that justification or verification, whatever,
Yeah.
And you have to take the L.
Yeah. You just take it, man.
Paul said that.
The Lord says, "Vengeance is mine."
That's right. That's straight.
So you're stealing from the Lord. If you want to go avenge yourself, what are you doing? That's not the control of your hand.
That's true. That's true, man. It says verse 14, "They that serve her shall minister to the Holy One, and them that love her, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yashai do it love." Right? In our life and how we live our life is an act of ministering to Heavenly Father, pursuing to Romans 12:1, a living sacrifice, Verse 15, "Whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations." Right? And a lot of you Israelites, you think, having the truth is about, the women and all that, but it's really about rulership. It's about being sovereign.
Because Jake hears that like, oh, women, multiple women.
Yeah.
And automatically they just think of fucking, and then they think of threesome, and then they think of this, and it just goes. It's not like that,
Way
bro.
left.
Hey man, farming is hard. You gotta work.
Yeah.
It's not just having pleasure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like husbandry's, it's tough.
Yeah,
it's very
women is
tough.
just gonna be a part of life. Like, that's just good. That's gonna be a side thing. We're gonna be going around establishing order and righteousness in different countries, different parts of the world, and all that kind of stuff, man.
Yeah, we just grew up in the wrong decades. Because back, even 50 years ago, there was still,
Farming going on. And
like regular life,
Boats.
and a man was held. Okay, I need a man. A woman
Yeah.
admitted that I need a man.
Yep.
She might get scolded by her mother or grandmother when she's in her early mid-20s. You don't have a man? What's going on?
Yeah.
Right? Like
Back-
those kind of talks.
Back then, women weren't even allowed to move out their house
Con.
until they were moving to a husband.
Yeah.
They weren't allowed to leave their house. There was no, I'm living on my own. There was no such thing. You were taking a woman from her family's house.
Strong independent.
Yeah.
Right.
It says, so verse 15, "Whosoever giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations, and he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely. If a man commit himself unto her, he shall inherit her.
And the reason why we're secure, because these words are our protection.
Right.
That's why when people ask us, what do you think? I don't think anything. I just go with the word, man.
That's right.
So you
Yeah.
can never use it against me.
Exactly.
This can be used against you in the court of law. This is true.
That's right.
The Most High says every idle word.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So you
That's
got to
right.
be careful what you
Yeah.
say,
That's
man.
I
right.
remember sometimes on Dundas, like people would come up and we'd be reading and they'd be heated, like, okay, I heard that, but what do you?
What do you?
And we'd be reading, no, but I want to hear your take.
I know you
You
do.
try to get us out of
Exactly.
here.
I know you want to hear my take,
Yeah.
so I can say something foolish.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
He's saying it's okay to put white people in chains.
Yeah, yeah.
And they call the priest upon, this is King James Bible, the Lord said.
Yeah.
Straight to Revelation 13.
God. If a man commit himself to her, he shall inherit her, and his generations shall hold her in possession. You know, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, our forefathers, and the seed after them that would hold wisdom in possession would be the elect. All right, starting with the 144,000. It says, "For at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline, until she may trust his soul."
And that discipline goes into the different laws, man. It's hard, bro. It's not always easy. Sometimes you fall 7 times, you get back up, man. My brothers are going into certain things that we could do. The elder was mentioning women. Don't you know you're only supposed to pop your woman once, and then she's unclean.
Yeah.
Once you pop her,
Until sunset.
people are, I go for 7 rounds. There is no such thing. That's why you're not supposed. You know?
Yeah.
Sure, man. It's not a joke.
Yeah, because you got to shower and then what? You're going to pop her and then she's going to shower again. Then you're getting, pretty much she's not going to shower. You're just going to keep popping her.
Exactly.
It's gonna be
That's this world. Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
It's filthy, like a pig in the mud, rolling in the mud.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Don't wash the sheets or nothing, because the sheets is not defiled.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah. You're 100% right.
Right.
And that's what the apostles always say, we have the 100% truth, because it's other camp saying that if you be with another one from another nation, you have to get rid of that woman and get an Israelite woman. So those women,
And then they say if you even have an Israelite woman, if she's not in the truth, you got to
yeah,
get
you
rid
have
of
to
her.
get rid of her, and she's even,
Another thing
Which
is,
caused adultery.
that's right.
Exactly.
You shipped her off to the next guy. But,
Yeah.
You know?
so another thing is, did they pay the dowry fee to the father?
Yeah,
women?
the courting, the courting
Right.
ceremony.
But then the priest, he gets paid. He get big money,
Right.
big check.
Where is it in the law would bring an Israelite woman to a heathen to give us to make us join unto her?
That's right.
You know, you're asking a worshiper Baal, can I marry? You know, and you give it back. Yes, you guys are no man and woman. man and wife.
Man and wife, exactly.
You know, madness, man. But they're pushing the law.
Yeah.
So the luck of the Most High is about patience and long
Yeah.
suffering, man. That's the grace. And lucky.
Yeah, maybe. And you know what, man? You know what's crazy though? At the same time, they're not lucky too, because once that grace is, the doors are shut. Because he's been so patient, the
There's a lot of charges, man.
Exactly. You know, so that hey man, he's the king of terrors.
Yeah.
You know, so the way he's gonna
It's a fearful thing to fall
fall in
into
the hands of the Lord.
That's
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And so it goes on to say, and dread upon him and torment him with her discipline, until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws. Then will, because you know what? With the laws, as we know, it's a schoolmaster, there's going to be scenarios where you can't apply the laws, so you have to be in the spirit. And that's where your character comes into play, because Yahushua did both. Yahushua applied the law and was perfect in it, but also showed you situations where you got to apply your character, you know, throughout. Like, for instance, when they were getting on him about your disciples, they take the ear of a corn and they break off the flask and eat. You're not supposed to be working on the Sabbath day. And,
Yeah.
which one of you would have your son fall in the ditch or a lamb fall in the ditch? You wouldn't help him out on the Sabbath day.
Yeah, and
So,
then,
like-
and they even went to the traditions of men about, oh, they don't wash their hands,
Yeah, wash your hands before they eat.
which there's no law
Right.
Yeah.
that says that, but that's a tradition,
Yeah,
a Jewish fable,
exactly.
you know. But
Yeah.
yeah, like you're saying about the Pharisees, they asked him, is it lawful to do good or to
Yeah.
heal?
Yeah, the
on the
heal on the
Sabbath.
Sabbath. Yeah, and then which one of you wouldn't help your son out of a ditch on the Sabbath day? So obviously it goes deeper than there's a spirit behind the laws. The laws are not just something that's written on paper and that's just how it is. There's a life force behind it that you have to emulate on earth. You have to be an example of that on earth. You know.
And one of the main law for Jake's, right? Because you know, out in the world, Jake's about getting the box, right? The box is all in the forefront of your mind. So one time where it doesn't matter if a woman is married or not, right? You're just like if she's above. And now, you know, once that's been brought forward that she's as a man or she's married, you have to like obey the law that hey, she's married.
Yeah.
If she wants to, you don't give it. No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right.
Or even she wants to be friendly or talk. Oh, I want to talk to you about this.
No.
Talk
No,
about
that's my
this.
business. Yeah.
And that's this world, man. It
Yeah.
mingles and
Yeah.
oh, we made a mistake. Sorry, we're not doing it again. And then it turns into an affair, and then
Yeah.
the lust burns, and just
Yeah,
madness,
yeah.
man. Just
Oh, we're on a break.
come
Yeah.
come
Oh
yeah.
shit.
That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
worst
yeah.
one.
Well, the
Connect
Facebook
them
one,
That's
over.
the worst one.
I'm on a break. Connect them over.
Yeah, yeah.
and hey, Facebook status it says complicated. It's complicated.
Yeah, complicated.
It's complicated.
Yes.
Oh, man. Relationship.
Yes.
status. It's complicated.
That's the one.
Good.
No, is it a month?
Yeah.
This is Luke. I'll get it 14:1. NLT. It says, one Sabbath day, Yahushua went to eat dinner in the home of a leader of the Pharisees, and the people were watching him closely. There was a man there whose arms and legs were swollen. Yahushua asked the Pharisees and experts in religious law, is it permitted in the law to heal people on the Sabbath day or not? When they refused to answer, Yahushua touched the sick man and healed him and sent him away. Then he turned to them and said, which of you doesn't work on the Sabbath?
Right.
If your son or your cow falls into a pit, don't you rush to get him out? Again, they could not answer.
Right. They didn't understand there's a character, there's a mindset behind the law. Like that person, that guy that was picking up sticks, you know, and it got stoned, got killed right there. He just didn't care. You didn't have to pick up the sticks. You could have waited. You know, but if you're in a situation like that, where your son's, you're just gonna be, oh, I gotta follow the law. I'm gonna wait till sundown, then sundown I'll come get you.
Yeah,
You know
it's,
what I mean?
it's application, using
Exactly.
wisdom, prudence,
Exactly.
right? Using your judgment.
Exactly.
Just like King David when he was on the run, he was famished. He ate the high
Showbread.
priest bread,
Yeah, showbread. Yeah.
right? That he wasn't permitted to eat, right? But the Most High didn't jack him up because he was famished.
Right.
Same thing with the Maccabees.
It wasn't like he found some pork and he's like, you know what, the Lord will bless me and forgive me.
Right.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Right.
Nah, bro.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, use your senses, man.
like in that day, them Jakes are gonna be eating raccoons and whatever the fuck they find.
But they're already
You know?
eating shit anyway, so.
Factual. Factual. Yeah, they're broadcasting it on social media. They're eating alligators and
Yep.
Yeah,
they're putting it up there like it's delicacies.
yeah.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Man.
Yeah, you seen that? There's a guy on Instagram, Super Ray K.
Yeah, he
And he
dunks.
always he always shows those videos of Moab or Elam cooking nasty
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Just some like, some nasty shit, bro. You're just like, what the fuck, bro? Just, the food they prepare, like what kind of like all
Yeah.
kinds of shit, man. Like they have hoofs and they cook it and
Yeah.
all kinds of shit, nasty stuff, man.
I got some a little bit more into wisdom. Sirach 6:19. Come unto her as one that ploweth and soweth, and wait for her good fruits. For thou shalt not toil much in laboring about her, but thou shalt eat of her fruits right soon. She is very unpleasant to the unlearned, and and it says, "He that is without understanding will not remain with her." And understanding is always tied to humility. You know, if you want to understand something, you really have to stand under it, the subject of it, and humble yourself and learn it from its foundations right to the top. Okay, just like building a house. You know, you build a house from the bottom up. So you know, if you're reconstructing a house, you go to the basement, see how the foundation is laid, see how the beams are laid, how much weight can it hold. So you're standing under the subject, which is the house.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, like I was doing renovation one time, and the people wanted they wanted something extra,
Mm-hmm.
but there was too much. It was too much weight, so we had to bring in an extra iron beam.
Right.
Just there had to be two, one on
Support.
one side and the next side,
Right.
and that's the thing that the head master, he has to whether you're a carpenter, whoever the guy is, the foreman,
Yeah.
he has to make that judgment. Like, no, there's too much weight. It has to.
Yeah. Right.
So, so I don't care. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
cut the corner.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a
Exactly.
month later,
Boom.
house.
Yep. That's right. Yeah. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Yep. And that's why it says, "He without understanding will not."
Hey, Kaslaki, I work for a piece of shit like that. We're doing reno, and this motherfucker would he'd renovate the house or whatever, and then he'd charge up the rent with the hydro, but he cut corners. Like he'd put where the bathroom is, where the shower, you need different types of drywall, waterproof, resistant,
Right,
mold
right,
resistant.
right.
He just get the regular plaster, like the drywall.
Yeah.
You save
Where-
money.
So that shit, when it goes through the tiles, it's gonna mold and all kinds of nasty
fuck,
shit.
man.
Jeez.
Well, as soon as the heat, humidity would linger, especially if it's in the basement, it's even worse. But if it's up, dang, it's kind of okay. But you put a fan there, it's not gonna do its time. You're gonna start seeing that mold sink in, and oh man, you can't get rid
The
of
wall can fall apart.
Yeah.
Because that drywall for the water, for the shower, there's mesh in there too. It's special, heavy, more dense.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Right.
know, but that's like, can you imagine we're building the Lord's house right now.
That's right.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
can you imagine you're building a house for the Lord to dwell in,
Yep.
and then some shit falls apart
Yeah.
after?
Oh man, that's
You know what I'm saying? The Lord, what the fuck?
it. It's a hot job.
That's right.
The hot job.
That's why those guys.
Cutting corners, man. The
Yeah.
apostles always talk about that's why we can't cut corners.
Corners.
Don't wing it.
Yep.
You know, a brother asks you a question. There's nothing wrong with saying, you know what, brother, I have to double check that. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I have to double check that.
That happened
I
last
wanna-
week
you
at
know.
our camp. You know, brothers were asking about 2 Corinthians 15.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't fully know. They give me a week. We'll go into it. We can grab it out. The answer was there. You know. So it says. Okay, it says, "He that is without understanding will not remain with her. She will lie upon him as a mighty stone of trial, and he will cast her from him ere be long. For wisdom is according to her name, and she is not manifest unto many. Give ear, my son, receive my advice, and refuse not my counsel."
Yeah, that's why there's a saying, ignorance is bliss. And I'll guarantee you, ignorance is bliss, man. Nobody's living a better life than a fool. Nobody.
Delusional, like these people.
Oh my gosh.
For a moment, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, forever. These people will die foolish.
Well, I mean, like,
Yeah.
we know when the shit hits the
Yeah,
fan.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Yeah, con.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
these
yeah,
people
just
love
regular,
the dumbness, especially women,
Mhm.
right? That's why it's a woman's mindset for a man to be ignorant, right? When you're ignorant as a man, that's a woman's mindset that you're into, because women are delusional on purpose. They don't care. You'll show a woman the truth. She don't want to see that. That's too much truth for her.
Yeah,
now.
really ignorant.
Call it airheads.
Yeah.
Airheads, yeah.
No, I don't want to see that.
You tell her dicks make her belly go down. She don't want to hear that.
No, are you crazy?
How about man then? How about you guys? How about you guys?
They're
Different.
misogynistic.
We're different.
Too
We're built
controlling.
different.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right.
Sexist.
You're controlling you, or you try to reverse psychology.
Yeah.
You're insecure.
You're
Yeah.
You're not a real man.
Yeah.
Man.
Jesus. It says, "For wisdom is according to her name, and she is not manifest unto many. Give ear, my son, receive my advice, and refuse not my counsel, and put thy feet into her fetters.
Yep.
So that counsel is the whole truth, which is the whole Bible. So if you shun it, you're in trouble of damnation, man.
Con.
Which is to be blasted with those nukes, or die off in
Yeah.
Jacob's trouble.
Or the chariots and blasted yards.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And you know what the fetters are? Fetters is discipline.
that's right.
That's it. It's just discipline.
Yeah.
The chain, it's chains to bound you and build you up until you're ready. They can, the shackles can let me free.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And now you're in the world. Now you got to operate with prudence,
That's right.
because it said at first, discipline will torment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, like Mike Tyson said, discipline is doing what you hate, but doing it like you love
Love it. Yeah.
Damn.
Right, like go out running. You hate that shit. You used to run all the time.
Oh my
That
gosh.
shit's hard, man. You get blisters on your feet,
Mhm.
shins sore,
Mhm.
backs. You come lie down for an hour, you stand up, your back shit.
So true.
Yeah.
So
You know?
true. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But there's a benefit to it.
Con.
Exactly.
There's an end result.
And it says, and put thy feet into her fetters, and thy neck into her chain. Bow down thy shoulders, and bear her, and be not grieved with her bonds. And a lot of Israelites get bitter.
Yeah.
You know,
I
the
can't do
bitterness-
this.
Exactly. You know, the bitterness
Where's the
is the
sisters,
truth.
Doc?
Yeah,
No, where's the
yeah,
sisters?
yeah. You're catching hell. You're constantly going through something. You let the bitterness get the best of you,
That's right.
and then you get carnal minded. Because that's what happened with Job's wife.
And then you make the fatal mistake of blaming the truth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a
Exactly.
fatal mistake, bro.
Exactly.
You could blame yourself, or
Oh, of course you can.
don't blame the truth.
Never.
Exactly.
Never.
Exactly.
You could,
Exactly.
even you can, let's say, even you blame a brother, which is off, but don't just, F this, I'm not doing this anymore at all. Like, you can blame GMS Toronto and do your own thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
Don't
who's
blame
done
the
that?
truth.
Nobody. Everyone just went back in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what you're saying is true, because if you don't look in the mirror first, that means you're not humble.
That's it.
Because when I look in the mirror, I know I'm going on.
That's it.
I
That's
know
it.
that every time there's a punishment, I know what
You
that
know,
punishment's
exactly,
for.
yes.
I know.
Yes. 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 Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a personal experience.
Yeah.
I'm getting,
Chastised.
like,
You're getting whooped.
that's what I was just about to say.
Yeah.
Just like when, your brothers and sisters are listening to you get beat, you know why you're getting beat.
Yeah.
Your brothers and
Yeah.
sisters might be, yo, what happened?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah, what'd you do? What'd you do?
Yeah, that's right. And it says, verse 26, it says, come unto her with thy whole heart, and keep her ways with all thy power. Search and seek, and she shall be made known unto thee. And when thou hast got hold of her, let her not go.
So that's what Paul said. This is a mystery, right? So mystery is not readily available for the unwise, right? You have to seek, and that's why the book talks about Deuteronomy 29 said the secret things of the Lord,
Yeah.
right? So it's synonymous to saying mystery. The whole
Right.
book is based shrouded in mysteries, man. Right?
That's right.
And it says it's you brought it earlier about Amos 3:7. It said more so do nothing until you reveal his secrets to his prophets. Right?
That's right.
Yeah, but even the brother Conowak brought it out yesterday. The scripture, Matthew's, what is that, 13, where it says that, why speak it to them in parables?
Right.
Because it's given unto you, it's
Okay.
not given unto them.
That's right.
It's a mystery.
Yeah.
That's why even on the left-hand side, for them, it's a mystery.
Yeah.
It's an occult.
Yeah.
It just literally,
It's hidden.
It's hidden.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
The heck, why am I gonna give you 33-degree information? Do you know what that guy had to go through to get that,
Exactly.
to get there?
Exactly.
Why is he just gonna be like, hey, here you go?
Hey, they follow the giving up pearls unto swine.
Exactly.
They follow the same thing.
Yeah, they follow the same thing, man.
You know? It says, so it says, search and seek, and she shall be made known unto thee.
So they call us the profane. People in the called the craft,
Mm-hmm.
they call us the profane.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, to them, we're the father.
God.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
are. Mm-hmm.
And when thou hast gotten hold of her, let her not go. For at the last thou shalt find her rest, and that shall be turned to thy joy.
Yo, and her rest is in simplicity. How do you know that? Because the sun rises and sets every single day. Life is monotonous. Life is not jump out of a plane,
Yeah,
rock climbing,
yeah.
this,
Skydiving,
that.
yeah.
That's not life.
Yeah.
Life is simplicity,
Mm-hmm.
right? Very simplicity. So everybody who's seeking thrills, that's not true
Well, like you
life.
said it once, it's cyclical.
Exactly. That's how the Most High made the
You
world.
know, like back in the day, you watch Vikings, they'd have to wait, fall, winter, and then spring. Okay, then we go
Right.
sail. And
Sail and
these are
voyage.
warriors, but they have to chill.
Yeah.
You just wake up, you farm, you do some shit, you
Exactly.
practice, you drink.
That's right.
You know,
Yeah.
That's
until,
right.
until you're waiting. Okay, then we go on a voyage. But there's
they
no constant stimulation.
That's right.
You know?
Exactly.
They were following the wind current. And so the circuits, that's in
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes.
That's true.
Because Solomon was talking about that. So that was a serious thing. Like Esau, he just cuts right through.
Yeah,
This guy is crazy.
Well, the spirit, the world, the spirit of the woman's spirit, man. And like, I'm bored,
Yeah, yeah.
you know. And they're saying empty barrels make the most noise.
That's true.
So if you're fulfilled, right, and I speak for a brother when I say, because this is how I'm good. Just looking things up,
Yeah.
you know, watching
Yeah.
videos,
It's a
Yeah.
joy.
you know.
And
That's a joy.
you know what's beautiful about that too? It's something that I've been learning for the last couple of months. Is that when you're getting chastised, you're getting whooped. Like you love simplicity a lot better. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like you're getting whooped left and right.
You don't
You're
need
like,
any more complications.
bro,
Yeah,
bro,
The Most High takes away everything.
fam,
All your vices.
Yo, your phone don't work, shit don't work, this don't work. You're like, you know what? I'm okay with just this. I'm okay with just that.
The Lord is
It's-
telling you, be still.
Exactly,
You know?
exactly. It's a beautiful thing.
Doesn't matter what it is you're dealing with. Once it's not going away, you say, "What? This is spiritual.
100%.
This is
It's
spiritual."
out of my head.
100%.
It's out of my head.
100%.
You know, I can't make
Yeah.
this call.
Why is something blocking you
Cut.
and you're forcing
Good.
it?
Good.
Exactly.
That's the way of the
Exactly.
world. That's how these people operate.
Something's blocking
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
but you're no.
Yeah, exactly.
And the Most High is just gonna say, you know what? Go
Yeah, he give you up to your lust.
right into the
That's
ditch.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. I'm dead.
Oh man, that's why these people are gonna bug the hell out when all of this is.
Well, you had a
shut
precept?
off.
Yeah, quick, according to
Yeah.
Sirach 2:11, for the Lord Yahweh is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering, and very pitiful, and forgives sins and saveth in the time of affliction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and sometimes that compassion may seem unjust to you, right? Because you might want to do something, because just like it says in Job, he turneth man away from his desires,
Yeah.
right? So you might have something that you want to do, and the Most High just said, no,
Yeah.
I don't want you there.
Yeah.
That's true.
And you. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, just say he pities you, right?
Yeah.
The Lord pities you, but he has, he doesn't just pity regular Jake. Like
No.
Jake just says, "Oh, we're getting shot in the street, this and that," but you're selling drugs.
Yeah.
And your normal way of life.
Yeah.
If a woman comes up to you and you know she's taken, you still want to
Take
fuck with her.
yeah.
That's normal to you.
You don't pity her.
But you say, "Why am I oppressed? Why?"
Yeah,
You're a
yeah,
wicked
yeah.
motherfucker. Man.
Yeah.
There's Jakes out there. They have normal, regular lives, and the Lord kind of looks at them and blesses them in certain
Yeah.
ways because
Yeah. It's true.
even though they're in darkness,
It's true.
know,
It's true. Yeah, you're right.
they're not
Very
completely gone like
true. Yeah.
beasts.
Yeah.
They're not.
Come on,
You know?
come on.
You have some Jakes that are
Just like-
trying, man.
Mhm.
You have some really cool Jakes, man.
Zeal.
Like very
They're sincere.
simple.
There's that
sincere.
zeal.
They're simple. But they just
They
they're
don't have-
just cool people.
Yeah.
They don't do wickedness. Well, obviously they're not righteous,
Yeah.
but they're not. They're just trying to
They're
be
not
cool.
in the danger zone of the Most
No.
High. The mother Jake said.
They're just trying to live simple lives, man.
Well, Apostle Tahar said it, man. He said, you could be sincere, but if you're not the elect, you're not the elect.
Sure,
So
exactly.
you got those Jakes that you look at, yo, this guy's sincere, but it doesn't mean he's of the elect.
A lot of Rastafarians are like that, man.
Yeah.
And then you see some Rastaman sometimes, and they just easy and
Yeah, they live
know?
simple,
Right.
they eat good.
Right.
You're like, yo, they
Right.
cool.
That's how you know the Most High is a just power, because like you said, you still bless them a little bit here and there. You know, obviously, but it's like I mean, for myself, when you first come into the truth, it's like if you're not in the truth, you're wicked. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You know, but then you kind of like mature up. You're like, you know what? There's cool people and whatever, and the Lord kind of takes care of them here and there. Everybody's playing their lot.
That's
You know,
right.
at the end of the day.
Hey, but that's why they don't get that the Lord has some elect who are gonna be like the prodigal son.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
People are
yeah.
gonna be like, damn, you're the elect. Oh shit.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
Look at Jonah. Jonah and
Look at Jonah.
Jonah was stubborn.
What?
He was a stubborn prophet. Very stubborn
He
prophet.
cut.
right? Yeah, he cut.
Said, what? I ain't about this
I'm
life.
not going there. I'm not doing it.
I'm going to Nineveh.
And then when
But the Lord said, I choose
I
you.
choose you.
So
Yeah,
there's something
kinda,
righteous about that man.
Hey, that's why
That's right.
we are in this truth. Because the Heavenly Father have compassion to us. Because if we weren't be here, we've been doing wickedness.
Oh hell yeah.
We
Yeah.
would
Oh my
have
gosh.
been judged in a way that you wouldn't even know.
Oh shit.
That's
Right.
yeah, and that's another thing where you read there. He's
Long suffering.
long suffering. So something I always apply is that you know you're trying to be patient with your situation. You have to remember the Most High is being patient with you.
Yeah. God.
You know, like the Most High has to suffer your bullshit
Yeah.
too.
Gotta deal with your own shit.
And past lives.
Past life,
That's what the elder and I think about it, it's not just now, it's past
Nah, you know.
we fucked up but
Way
it's
back
past
then,
lives.
Yeah.
We got a lot to atone for, man.
Yeah, that's it on that.
Yeah, those are.
You got something?
Yeah,
go
this
ahead.
is Ecclesiasticus 30 and 1. He that loveth his son
That's right.
causeth him
Beautiful.
oft is often or
Yeah. Off.
repeatedly
Yeah.
to feel the rod,
Mm-hmm.
that he may have joy of him and in the end.
That's right.
He that chasteneth his son shall have joy in him. The Most High had joy in persecuting his son because of
Yeah.
what he did in his previous life as Solomon.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true love, man.
Yeah.
That's true love. When you love, you're gonna think about your children.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wonder if they're okay.
Yeah.
I wonder what they're doing.
Right.
Because the Lord understands that we're just sheep.
Right.
And if you understand that the personality, the personality of a sheep, you know that sheeps are gullible.
Yeah. That's
So
right.
you gotta think about that. And if you know our people, you know, now I gotta check up on that. Check up on them. Make sure that they're doing the right
You know, the
things.
spirit, that's your lineage.
Exactly.
You're gonna come back.
You're come back in that. Yeah, that's true. Yo, them elites, the Rothschilds,
They
all
know.
they all know
They
that.
know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That was it?
No, he that chasteneth his son shall have joy in him,
Mm-hmm.
and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance.
Yeah.
He that teaches his son grieveth the enemy.
Right. That's why you saw. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, say.
I was just saying that's why you saw Edom is vexed. You know, the elites. And it says that knowing he has a short time, he'll come down with wrath. He knows he has a short time mainly because the prophets are waking up.
Yeah.
You know, condemning him to his face, bringing out all this truth that he spent millions, billions of dollars to hide. And he's thinking to himself, how did they know? How did they find out? You know?
And to add to that, the one that teaches his son, us in the spiritual sense, is the Israelites, the elect. So Esau is grieved at the fact that we ain't going to churches no more. You know, we ain't partaking in his holidays anymore, his holidays.
Yeah.
Right? And in essence, we're going to teach our offsprings, our sons,
Yeah.
as long as they're in the same household with us, what it is the Lord requires.
Yeah.
Right? So it's basically homeschooling. So Esau don't want that, man. That's what makes it against the law to homeschool your children.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, but that's why light is so dangerous, because even this truth is getting out there to this filthy, polluted world, and you'll hear certain things and you'll be like, okay, the truth is there. It just might be a sprinkle, but it's there. You start hearing Jake speak more righteously,
Yeah.
more Jake say, no, we don't celebrate this, we don't do
yeah.
this, and you're like, okay, good.
Yeah.
They don't have it,
Yeah.
but you're just,
Yeah.
you know, a little
Yeah.
sprinkle here and there, and
Yeah.
they're saying things you're like,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, I'm laughing because I was listening
That's
to
true.
Dallas, and Apostle Rakal was with them, and he said, "There's a new form of nigga on the planet."
Yeah. God, yeah.
He said, "These niggas don't trust Kamala.
Yeah.
See, yeah,
It's like, even
Khan.
the black woman, bro.
Khan.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, they're speaking out.
This is a new form of niggas.
Yeah, it's true.
It's different.
Yeah.
They're kind of catching on.
Yeah, they have a little bit of light,
Yeah.
but the darkness is still there.
Yeah.
It takes a little while
Yeah.
to purge.
Yeah.
Hey,
True.
because you know what? The effect of the Israelites has been profound. We don't know.
Whoa, oh
We
man.
don't know to what extent, in the spirit,
Yeah.
this ministry has been,
Man.
Because we're in the community.
Yeah.
We're in the world.
Yeah.
We know people. We have families. Our family know people. People know people. To where they're just like, oh no, I heard of Israel.
Yeah.
And they're getting the truth.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why people are just like, yo, we did rule the dark ages.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
one. Or they'll be
Yes.
like, nah, Christmas is bullshit.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is coming up. A lot of
God.
people are starting to know Thanksgiving
God.
is bullshit.
Today is that. What's
Sorry, yeah. Yeah.
Hold it today.
Today, sorry.
Tomorrow.
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 Yeah.
13th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they usually keep it today, but
They-
tomorrow for sure.
And then what we're doing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We don't have a health. What tomorrow? You know.
The Lord said that you'll pour out His Spirit on all flesh.
That's right.
You know.
Yeah, this is serious.
Hey, that's why it says that the truth shall flourish.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It is.
You know,
It is,
in,
man.
in the spirit, people
It
can't
is.
ignore it anymore.
It is.
You know, there's a guy on TikTok that put up. He's like, did you find it funny that what's going on in the world? He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He's like, these guys on the streets, the Israelites,
Israelites.
like they're right.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, but throughout the years, they've been calling us crazy and nut
Yeah.
jobs, but sprinkle here, sprinkle there. They hear things, and it recalls them, and it actually not punishes. What's that word? Like accuses them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the spirit gets accused, like, yo, they were right, nigga.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and then you still feel shamed. You're not even gonna. That's the terrifying part. The spirit's not even gonna let you. Well, you know we're right, so the carnal decision is to join us, but the spirit's like, nah,
Nah.
you're not even meant.
Yeah. You're not meant to.
That's terrifying.
Yeah,
bro.
it is.
Kind.
It is. That's very terrifying.
That's terrifying,
Kind.
bro. All
That-
the years we've been out there, you guys are crazy, this and that. Now we're right, but you can't join, bro. You're not.
That happened with people that wanted to follow Yahushua.
Yes,
Yeah.
They got
Just
refused.
Yeah.
It's just like, no,
That's right.
Not for you,
Like,
yeah.
nah.
that's right, and that's what you're saying. Sincere brothers, or some brothers that, yeah, I
Yeah.
want to follow. Let's go, and you
Yeah.
know.
And-
blocking them.
And a lot of men that don't want to do it, they just walked around and be normal men. They're like, oh, I gotta do this. That's a big burden.
It is
You
burden
know?
for them.
And you're like,
For
shit.
them.
But the Lord's like, nah, you gotta do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Because remember the
That's
guy.
the Lord, man. It's
Yeah.
strange ways.
Yeah.
Strange power.
Strange.
Hey, we love chapter sort of like the burden of Malachi. The burden
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's so true. Yeah, man.
Yeah. He was had a heavy,
So
heavy
true.
spirit. Because even what Howard just mentioned, because the guy who had Legion on him, he wanted to follow Yahushua. And he's like, nah, that's not here. You know? Yeah. But that was look how much spirit was on the man. The man that was bound with feathers.
Yeah.
His parents all chained him down.
A legion is what, 100?
No, 6,000.
6,000.
6,000?
6,000.
Yeah,
Demons in one body.
yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah,
Big too.
that's crazy, man. You know, man.
3 to 6,000 soldiers.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Damn. Damn.
That's not girls.
And the spirit spoke to Yahushua. So that
Girls
was
are
a
legion
heavy,
than them, man.
Yeah?
These
All
girls
spirits
nowadays
flying
are
around in them.
legion than them.
Oh yeah. Straight up.
yeah, it's true. Yeah, these women have a lot of spirits on them, man.
Yeah.
These cum dumpsters.
And that's why they love the spooky season right now.
Mhm.
They love it.
Yeah.
It gets them wet.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah, they're conduits for
Sweet.
these spirits.
There's more?
Yeah, 2 more precepts here. It says, read 3 again. He that teaches his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him. Though his father die, yet he is as though he were not dead. For he hath left one behind him that is like himself.
Right. And not to say like the Heavenly Father is dead or anything, but he's the power of the living.
Yep.
But the memorial of Zion starts with the elect.
Mhm.
Right? The hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000. We're the ones, Yahweh Russell are of that number. We're the ones bringing up the remembrance of Yahweh Shai, the Most High's judgments, his characteristics, the wickedness, and you know, and so on and so forth.
So it goes to show you that there's actually reincarnation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the spirits are subject to the Most High's prophecy and what He put in the earth to come back and to continue the labor, right?
Well, the apostles, right? And they were spiritual fathers. So say the apostles was you know,
Mhm.
move on to the spirit world, that we are basically his sons. So whatever we were taught, let's
Continue
keep
on.
going. Let's continue
That's it.
on.
That's it.
Right.
Continuing the things which I was learned.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it from
I got 1 Corinthians 15:3, because you brothers are going into a topic, kind of slipped my mind, but I remember Paul, you know, he was persecuting the church. He was very zealous against Yahushua.
That's right.
Yahushua did a 360 with him.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Con.
This is verse 3, NLT. I passed on to you what was most important and what had also been passed on to me.
Right.
Yahushua died for our sins, just as the scripture said. He was buried and he was raised from the dead on the third day, just as the scripture said. He was seen by Peter and then by the 12. After that, he was seen by more than 500 of his followers at one time, most of whom are still alive, though some have died. Then he was seen by James and later by all the apostles. Last of all, as though, it's like in verse 8, last of all, as though I had been born at the wrong time, I also saw him. For I am the least of all the apostles.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm not even worthy to be called an apostle, after the way I persecuted the Most High's church. But whatever I am now, it is all because the Most High poured out His special favor on me, and not without results. For I have worked harder than any of the other apostles. Yet it was not I, but the Most High who was working through me by His grace. So it makes no difference whether I preach or they preach, for we all preach the same message you have already believed.
Right.
You know, so Lord, man, it's all through Him.
It's
Man.
all through him, man.
That's why even the men that are honored, the Apostle Tahar on down, they're vessels that are honored through Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua poured His Spirit on them. They're meant to be honored. You praise those men, but really you thank Yahweh Bashem Yahushua
Yeah.
for giving us this whole truth.
Right.
His men,
Right.
the order, the ministry,
whole
the
thing.
body, how
That's
everything
right.
operates.
That's right.
That's why at beginning is always Ka Halal Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and then double honors.
The apostles, yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yep.
That's true.
The precept. This is Job chapter 33, starting at 14. For Yahweh, Bashem Shai, speaks once, yea, twice, yet man perceives it not.
Right.
In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon man, in slumberings upon the bed. So when your mouth is watering, you know what I mean, you're reaching for a pillow. The Most High, see, when you're in the world before this truth, you thought you'd be doing something totally different, right? That what you're doing right now. Not knowing the Most High was always in control of your coming and goings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
some people thought they're going to be a soccer player or a rapper or a boxer.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Most High was already grooming you
To do this.
to do
Yeah.
this.
And that's
Okay?
why I got 2 points too. That's why certain things happen to you when you were in the world that you can call upon while in the truth.
Yeah.
It was a grooming for the truth. But then, you know, another thing that's, it's like, it's funny, but it's also scary at the same time. Like when you're in the truth, I've had this happen where, you know, I have my plan. I'm going to go do me. I'm going to do work. I'm going to go work out, do this. I got 2 hours. That's all I got. I got to give myself that time. And I'll run into a Jake, and he's down and out or whatnot, and then he just telling me that, you know, all of a sudden we get into the scriptures. I don't get to work out, we get into the scriptures, and he's like, you know what's crazy, man? 2 nights ago, I prayed to the Most High to give me some answers and stuff, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, you're being used as a pawn without you even, like, so it kind of hits, like, it dawns on you heavy, like, you know, like what you're reading about Job.
Okay.
In my mind, I thought this is what I was going to do, this is how it was going to work out, but the Most High was answering someone else's prayer and using you for it,
That's right.
you know?
In slumberings upon the bed, verse 16. Then he openeth the ears of men, and sealeth their instruction.
Yeah, that's
And
a spiritual, not a carnal, because people think, oh, you're just gonna get up just like that, but it's all the whole thing that drives this body is really the spirit.
Con. That's what Apostle Bar says. That's the driving, the engine of this. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's the engine of this ministry.
That he may withdraw men from his purpose and
Right.
hide pride from men.
Yeah, because you can feel it
Exactly.
when you're doing a video, and you don't feel the spirit. It's like you don't got a battle. It's like you can't stand because there's no support.
Yeah. That's it.
You know,
That's it.
until sometimes you might have a slow start and then oh shit, the spirit and it quickens you.
Yeah,
Bro.
yeah.
And you just holy. It's like a trance. Like we were talking about yesterday at Camp Out, right? That trance when you go into studies, you
Yeah.
go in a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
type this and like I
Yeah.
was mentioning that video you put up about Tom Hanks, the guy in the computer.
Oh yeah.
He's like, he's like drank his coffee. He's like,
Yeah,
type this. He's like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
oh,
Yeah, yeah.
You just go into it.
You don't eat, you don't
Cut.
sleep,
Cut.
you don't use the bathroom,
Cut.
and then when you break out of it, you're
Your
like,
bladder's
"What
about
the
to break. You're like, I gotta piss.
heck?" You're like, I didn't even piss yet.
Yeah,
You might click and you're like, oh, I'm hungry. That's how you know this body is carnal.
that's it.
When you're when
Yeah,
you're
spirit,
when
you're
you're
in
locked
there.
in,
Yep.
you don't need nothing.
Yeah.
That most likely happened with a lot of the prophets when they were writing.
Exactly.
Of course.
Exactly.
They went in a trance.
That's what the scripture says.
Some of them had visions when they slept, but some of them were awake and they were just somewhere else.
That's right.
And they were seeing the
That's
picture.
right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wow.
He keepeth back his soul from the pit.
Yeah.
So a lot of times you know, you say, why is this person late? Or why my car don't start? Or whatever. You look on the TV, you see some big accident, and you say, no, okay, that could have been me.
I love those videos too. They have where they catch things on camera, where a car just goes whoop and misses a baby or something. Whoa.
Yeah.
By
Yeah.
inches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was one I seen. I think that
That's crazy.
other Ramya sent me. I think it was one, and then that like the man just disappeared, and then just it was like they caught it on camera.
Oh, and he got transferred to the other
Yeah,
side
it was
of the
like,
street.
what the
Oh,
Yeah,
some,
yeah.
someone kind of grabbed.
Yeah,
grabbed
that
an
had to
angel.
have been an
Yeah.
angel. That was an angel, bro.
Yeah, the man just dematerialized and was over there. It's like, what the fuck?
You could tell he was bugged out because
Yeah,
in the
he was
video
very
he's like,
confused, yeah.
he's like looking around like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's on a CCT
No,
camera.
when you see those videos,
Yeah.
those are better than Hollywood movies. Bro.
100%.
Always.
Those stunts, like those,
Yeah.
just like
Always.
that's real.
Yeah,
There's one guy
yeah.
on a moped, and then the truck came, the big dump truck, and he went under it, and he's just like,
Yeah.
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 damn, real Final Destination.
Yeah. That's right.
Here's a part two of it. But the second part says, and his life from perishing by the sword.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
So why you there talking about, I need to be here, I need to be doing this and that, enough time plane crash and man, even the plane that went down with them 6 doctors.
Yep.
the-
With the
Brazil?
seavid,
Yeah.
the seavid, yeah.
yeah, enough men missed that. And so, plane that get to
That's
rush the
right.
airport, hey, hold
That's
up.
right.
I'm like,
That's
thank God I missed that plane.
No,
That's
right.
Humility takes you a long way, man.
That's right.
Holy.
That was it. This is Ecclesiastes 9 and 12. For man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare, so are the sons of men snared in an evil time, when it falleth suddenly upon them. And NLT reads, people can never predict when hard times might come. Like fish in a net or birds in a trap, people are caught by sudden tragedy.
Which is why we're washing our hands as well.
Con.
Right, that's part of our job, is to cleanse ourselves as men with this knowledge, because nobody can say we didn't do our jobs, right?
Yeah.
The brothers who are here, the brothers who are part of GMS Toronto and the affiliates, we've done our job, and we have proof that we've done our job. We gave warning to everything that is going to come upon the world that was prophesied through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. There's nothing that we left out.
Yeah.
We didn't leave anything out. The most important is the MOTB.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And then the destruction. The destruction is going to come. So all you people who, you guys never told me that. Or I shouldn't have invested, or I shouldn't. Hey, that's on you, man.
Yeah.
Oh, nobody never told me I shouldn't take this. That's on you, man.
Yeah.
Just like 2 Chains. 2 Chains got the truth. There's camps in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
There's camps all over the world.
Yep.
And he's there promoting a damn robot. I can't wait to bring you home. Okay?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. The Most High is gonna bring that memory back in that time where you crossed by camp or a video and you scoffed or you looked past it and you're like, whatever.
Yep.
You know, when you're thinking about something, you're like trying to figure out why something happened, and you think you're like, oh, that's why it happened. You kind of same is gonna happen to these people. They're gonna have that situation where I didn't know, and then Most High is gonna bring that memory. Hey, remember when
Yes.
you know Kazak came to you and he was telling you about the Israelites and you were talking shit in your head? That's what I was trying to talk to you.
Yeah. Hey,
And
the
they're gonna
Lord,
be like,
hey,
what
man,
the fuck?
the Lord's amazing because all this, like how we on earth deal with time. Time is linear. That's what Esau said, right? But
Right.
when people that died and came back, they said that thing about you see your life flash before your eyes is real.
It's real. 100%.
But how can you condense your whole life in a moment?
Jeez.
The Lord can like triple, like fast forward just everything, and you're
Exactly.
just right there.
Which means that time is an illusion
It's-
as well.
it's-
Because
One
if
day
it's
to the
flat,
Lord is a
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
exactly,
who's in 1,000 years? No one is in 1,000 years. Let
exactly.
him Methuselah.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah, 969,
They're gonna show you. Boom, that's what you did.
That's,
yeah.
Damn.
All right.
that's crazy.
So imagine all your lifetimes condensed, like
Yeah.
you're gonna be like in the Matrix,
Yeah. Yeah.
in the
Wow.
chair. When he's,
Wow.
he's gonna pop.
Yeah. He's gonna die. Real.
He's like gonna pop. He threw up. He's like,
I think he
I have to
likes
throw
it.
up.
And it makes sense because remember you're now transitioning from the body to the spirit,
Yeah.
even though you're already in the spirit,
Con.
but you're taking that chain off. So I can see that happening. man.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So you're leaving the way of life now, that 24-hour system,
Into
that 60-minute system, back into that
eternal.
spiritual,
Yeah.
which
He's eternal.
there's no time.
Yeah.
What's
Up
time?
there, you know you're.
Remember Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah,
time chamber. You went to the time
he
chamber.
went to
Yeah.
the time chamber, and there was
Time was
also a
different.
place. There was also a place they used to go.
With the snake way?
I think it was a snake way.
Yeah, well,
That's when they
Where-
died, though. That's when
Yeah,
they
yeah,
died.
that's him. Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
then he
yeah.
came
You're
back.
right.
He went to the guy, and then he had to.
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
came
yeah,
back
Khan.
and, like,
Oh yeah,
reincarnated.
reincarnation. Yeah, yeah, that was
yeah,
snake
yeah.
way.
But
Yeah.
but the time chamber, he could
train for
could
one day.
condense 100 years.
In one day.
It was one day.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like damn.
You get the maximum out of the
Yeah.
training. Yeah.
What was it called? The hyperbolic,
Hyperbolic
chamber?
time chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, the Lord, man, he's far out, man.
Yeah, of
For
course.
real.
Right?
For real.
Have you ever seen the creatures he creates?
Leviathan.
No.
You know, that's a whole. It's a whole thing right there. That was it. Or who's reading? You were reading?
No. I was done.
Yeah, he was finished. That was it.
You got something that what?
Yeah, I got this. I'll read this. It's a little bit more in here. Wisdom. Verse 29 says, then shall wisdom, or sorry, Sirach 6 and 29. Then shall her fetters be a strong defense for thee, and her chains a robe of glory. And yeah, man, that's actually true, because the chains, the fetters, you said it represents discipline. And all these people in the world, they didn't understand discipline. And if they did, they learned discipline towards wickedness, not towards righteousness. When all hell breaks loose, all these people that are so used to their conveniences are going to find themselves bugging out. Yeah. Where we've been chastised, being brought down to simplicity, we're going to be okay. You know, our mind's not going to go crazy just because we can't go a day without food. When we're practicing fasting through faith. Some of these people can't go 6-8 hours without food. They bug out.
Right.
They get hangry, whatever those terminologies are.
Yeah.
Those are the demons.
The gremlins.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. They go through withdrawal.
Yeah,
Because remember,
well.
it's in the Americas. It's called FDA,
Yeah.
food and drug. So food
Yep.
is a drug.
Yep.
So they're literally addicted to that shit, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Food is supposed to heal you.
Yeah, yeah,
Food is supposed to satisfy you.
yeah.
This food doesn't do that.
Yeah.
This food is like.
It leaves you wanting.
You ever seen a crackhead?
Yeah,
When
yeah.
they take that hit and they're like,
yeah.
yeah. That's not what that's what food does here.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what food does, man.
Yeah, that's why a
they
lot
take
of-
one
A
bite.
lot of people they crave the spice a lot
Yeah.
because
You can't.
spice is a painkiller.
Yeah.
You got a lot of pain and
I didn't even know
so they're
that.
Like, oh,
Damn.
right? And the
Can't.
cayenne
That's why-
pepper and shit.
yeah.
That they love that ghost pepper.
Interesting.
Spice
why-
here, they want that spice. You know, the Doritos chips spice.
Interesting. Interesting.
That's
Yeah.
why Elon is into that shit heavy. They're spice kings. Beer spice, all the spices, man.
Yeah. It says, "The fetter should be strong defense for thee, and her chains a robe of glory. For there is a golden ornament upon her, and her bands."
Yeah,
are
and that
purple
glory,
lace."
that glory starts now because people are gonna see you and give you respect because of that discipline. Just
Yeah.
even now, that yes, this is going into us when we are fully kings, when we're in rulership. But that glory starts now,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
People are gonna see. People are gonna respect you. You're gonna be like, man, that man's disciplined, bro.
Yeah.
He doesn't do certain things. No, like, he
Yeah.
doesn't smoke.
Yeah.
I offered him this. He
Yeah.
told him that he doesn't
Yeah.
touch that, man.
Yeah.
Hey, like when we went to the barbecue years ago, that guy came. He gave you the blunt.
Khan, yeah.
He means you smoke. You use it.
Kind
Smoke, you
yeah,
use
he's
it.
just like he's in the Matrix. He's like, what? Bunch of niggas? They don't smoke. It's true.
So, and once you make her privy to what you're into as it comes pertains to the Bible, she don't deal with you. So she knows don't run certain jokes.
Yeah.
Certain
Yeah,
days
they
don't.
they're serious.
Yeah, she
They're
knows.
more serious. Yeah.
You know.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know.
That's that glory, man.
Fine.
She's like, nah, this is a serious
Fine.
person.
Yep. And you know what's funny? Wisdom, like as soon as you start becoming undisciplined, you could feel it leave you.
Yeah.
You kind of, because it's like you're not keeping up, you're not keeping pace
Mm-hmm.
with the standards that's set.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna jump to chapter 11. So Sirach 11:1, it says, "Wisdom lifted up the head of him that is of low degree, and maketh him to sit among great men." Command.
And the great man is pursuant to the man in the truth. The Lord consider, as lowly as we look to the world, we're great men, right? Right? Because you put anybody outside this arena and their mindset, right? You know, it's a detestable thing to the Heavenly Father and the Son, right? They're not close to the Heavenly Father based on, you know, their understanding, so they can't be considered great. So the Prime Minister, the whatever accolades he has,
Yeah.
doesn't compare to us,
Yeah, that's right.
right?
Yeah, and then you know when we read about our forefathers, King David, and all these men, and the prophets, you know, we're doing what they're doing. So it's wisdom does really, like you said, it elevates your mind above
right.
the rest.
That's
you
right.
know?
Yeah.
Verse 2, it says, "Commend not a man for his beauty, neither abhor a man for his outward appearance."
Or just going to what Kazakh said. We know how the elites or the rulers of this world got their position. So we know how men in this truth have to get position. And it's with everything that you just read before.
Right.
Discipline, humility, everything that so it's different. It's a different balance.
Yeah.
Right? We know how Diddy got on. We know
Yeah.
how Justin Trudeau got on. We know you guys can't tell us nothing.
Yeah.
We know how you got on, man.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's with us, it's the same thing,
Yeah.
brother. You can't. The Most High won't let you get certain places without that,
That's right.
without
right.
everything that you just read, man.
That's right.
Yeah, the same walk as Yahushua.
Mm-hmm.
And like in Psalms 2, when it says, let us free ourselves from slavery of the
Yeah,
Most
yeah,
High,
yeah.
NLT.
Right,
They
right,
break
right.
their bands asunder
Yeah.
to the wicked and the whole world. This wisdom is like you're saying, the fetters and the
Yeah.
chains. But they look at it like as a restriction, like, okay, we're fucked. But we look at it like, okay, we're being tamed and to understand that this world is wicked, so we gotta chill.
Right.
We gotta hold, you know what I mean? Like we gotta hold back.
Right.
And then when we learn, that's when the fetters come off, and now we can, like in the
Right.
scriptures when it mentions schoolmaster,
Yeah.
and then we don't need a schoolmaster anymore because
Yeah,
Yahushua
Yahushua.
brought us grace and
Yeah.
he gave us more understanding, pretty much. So
Right. Like when you look at these different athletes in the world and all the things they have achieved, discipline is not supposed to feel good. That's the concept that people don't understand. But what gets you through
This is
discipline,
not your rest.
exactly.
Yeah.
And what gets you through discipline is what you can see at the end of it.
That's right.
You know, you can see, okay, like you're talking about the running. You go on runs, you go work out, you eat good. You don't always feel like eating good, but you do because you know I'm gonna feel good. I'm gonna sustain my weight and whatever. These people of the world, they don't see that. They don't see the end result of being disciplined. So they're carnal minded. They're just in the moment.
They're just tip of the iceberg, cheap thrills,
Yeah, exactly.
right? Cheap pleasures.
Yeah.
No, but you brothers work out, like seriously work out. You know it's not the body, it's the mind.
It's all mind. Yeah.
Because there comes a point where you just feel the pain.
Yeah.
And your body's telling you to stop.
Yeah.
But it's the mind
Yeah.
that tells you what you're doing. Push.
Yeah.
Because the body, you know,
Yeah, you did this last week.
and that's how it
You
used to
know?
be with me with running. Because there's a threshold that you're just like, nah, I'm gonna stop.
Right,
But once you pass
It's
that,
a wall, yeah.
it's a wall.
Yeah.
And once you pass that, you just keep going. You're like, what the heck? Oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
But the body was telling you to stop like 5 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Then you pass that little wall and you just,
Yeah.
you're like, oh shit, I'm okay.
In the world, they call it runner's high. You
Okay.
get through that wall, and you just keep going.
Yeah.
You know, it's
I
like
can
you're in
run
the
for
spirit.
another 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's all the mind. It's like if you ever been on like a long drive, you're coming back somewhere
Mm.
and you're tired, but if you notice like the last 10-15 minutes before you get home, you get this energy like
Yeah.
It's just like I was just tired.
Con.
Yeah.
But it's like a rush of energy because
So
it's just
true.
your mind being
So
stimulated.
true,
man.
man.
You know what I mean? Like if
Even-
I drive far, you know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
like 15 minutes. I'm like, oh shit, I'm almost home.
Con.
It's like,
You get the
where does
energy
energy
back.
come from?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It says here, the bee
Mm-hmm.
is little among such as fly, but her fruit is the chief of sweet things. Boast not of thy clothing and raiment, and exalt not thyself in the day of honor. Yeah. For the works of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua are wonderful, and his works among men are hidden.
So we bring it out when someone gets judged, right? Like it's the Lord's work when a 4-year-old baby plays on the 18th floor and she falls off and die, right? That's the Lord's work, right? So we praise. We said all praises, right? And do you understand that there's a thing called reincarnation? So when someone have a nice death on a bed, you know what I mean? Everybody's around. That person, if they had a wicked life, has to come back to be judged. Okay, and what was hidden is that Noah was prophesying about the rain falling, right? And Noah's bringing it out, you know. And now, for today, the missiles. It's a hit. Most people think about them things may be fired off.
No.
It's just had a whole pipe dream. Oh, you guys, you know,
Oh, they're just stocking here,
God.
stocking there.
God,
That's why it's gonna be a thief in the night.
that's right.
You know, they're slacking. Their willful ignorance is just It's just a fulfillment of prophecy. You know.
And that's also a hidden. So again, the book is shrouded in mysteries, man. Right?
Hey, you people say the Lord works in mysterious
God.
ways. He is. He's blinding your dumbass as of this moment.
Yeah.
That was it.
That was it.
Yeah, that was it.
This is, let me get this quick. Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction.
Right.
Hey, Shalom to the Pash.
Hey, shalom, shalom.
He said that David Goggins mindset.
God.
That G
God.
is running.
God.
Yeah, David Goggins is good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's serious, man. Serious.
So a lot of you Israelites,
What is he, a Marine? Was he a
Marine.
Yeah, serious.
See you, man. See you.
Navy SEALs,
Yeah, Navy SEAL. Serious, man.
a lot of you Israelites have to understand that you're complaining, like something that I've been thinking about the last couple of weeks. You know, it's good just to let your spirit complain rather than you complain, because there's that precept that says we have sorrows that cannot be uttered.
Yeah, groans, we
Groans,
groan,
exactly.
groans.
Exactly. So
The words can't utter it.
exactly.
Sometimes you're just catching hell. You don't want to say
Yeah.
it.
It's,
Until
it's,
your spirit's talking, you know?
it's also man shit too. It's a part of being a man too.
Yeah.
That's a part of being a man. It builds you up.
That's what I was
But
gonna
that's
say.
the same thing with the David Goggins.
Yeah.
Because David Goggins always lets you know, yo, how you know he's in the right mind. He says, yo, I'm in competition with myself.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's about being in competition with yourself, man.
Yeah. It's
When,
like it's,
when you're busy looking at other men, you lost.
You
You,
already lost.
just lost.
yeah.
Yep.
That's
You're in
being-
competition with yourself, not
That's
other
right.
men.
Yeah, that's
Don't
why.
worry about what the other man's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Romans 8 talking about the spiritual over the carnal.
Yeah, kind.
That was it, huh?
Yeah, that was
This
the
is
point.
Sirach 21 and 9 in GNT. It says, a group of people who have no respect for the law is like a pile of kindling.
Jeez.
They will meet a fiery end.
Damn.
The road that sinners walk is smooth and paved, but it leads to the world of the dead. So it's nice and polished out. Clear, you know, a smooth sailing.
Yeah.
You know, fucking hit rocks.
Damn.
Verse 11, whoever wants to keep the law must learn what the law means. If you fear the Lord in every sense of the term, you will have wisdom.
Wow.
You have to be intelligent to learn anything, but there is such a thing as just pretending to be intelligent, which only makes people bitter. And that's true. That's the guys come in, they're on that slick shit. They're
Yeah,
trying
that's
to
crazy.
appear to be, you know, deep.
Outdo men.
You know, like, he's like, oh, Howard brought out that I'm bringing revelation. You know, 18 and I got this second Ezra's. No one brought this out in a few months. You know?
Not knowing
I'm saying like, I'm gonna bring this up.
It's a new precept.
not
That's a
knowing
dude.
that what we do is
Wow.
for edification. It's for edification. That's what we do. Everything we bring for brothers is for edification. It's not to stunt. It's for edification.
It's like,
now the brothers run.
Like Ariala, he says this thing's not about being cute.
Nah,
You
man.
know, about popularity contests or
If it was that for us, then we would tell brothers, yo, make your woman watch us. No, we tell brothers, you teach your own woman, man. We want you to be the king in your house. The heck? We want you to exalt yourself. Take everything you learn and then bring it home and make yourself the guy. I'm the guy. Make yourself seem like you got
you're
it.
the teacher.
You're the teacher.
You're the teacher.
Don't exalt me.
That's why the Lord said to feed the flock, right? So
I like how
This is
it's
not
video.
God, like, what?
When can I meet him?
Yeah, God.
When
What?
can I meet him?
Ew.
Yes or no?
Weird.
it's really for us. It's really for us to give those that are in wanting,
Yeah.
right? And that are thirsty,
Yeah.
right? Because we're here to serve,
Yeah.
to serve Yahweh Shem Yeshua and to serve the brethren,
That's
right?
right.
So certain brothers, even that might be on this side, that might be kicked in hell. They don't know where to go to, but the scriptures build them back up,
Yeah.
right?
And each other too.
Yeah.
You know, enough time you hear a precept a brother might bring out, and you're like, oh man, I need to hear that.
You know, it might be for you.
It's-
Exactly.
yeah.
It's like
The Most High was talking to you.
It's like
Exactly.
medicine.
exactly.
It's like a doctor. You know.
Yo.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Pain's gone.
Yeah.
Some man might take it personal. What the fuck?
Yeah, and it was still meant for you.
Yeah, yeah, you know what I mean? It's good to know.
Yeah, the horseradish.
Yeah. That's your horseradish. Yep.
Verse 13, a wise person's knowledge is like a river that never runs dry, like an ever-flowing stream of good advice. A fool, on the other hand, has a mind like a jar with a hole in it. Anything he learns is soon lost. When an educated person hears something that shows insight, it stimulates his mind and
Right.
leads him on to other ideas,
It really does.
growing,
It really does.
growing thereby, right? You gotta
Yeah.
grow.
Yeah.
But when someone who is satisfied with ignorance hears it, he won't like it. We just brother just mentioned it,
Yeah.
and will forget it as soon as he can.
Yeah.
Listening to a foolish person. Let me jump down. Actually, let me go to verse.
Hey, that's why they have the in animation, they have that thing known as light bulb, right?
Yeah.
Somebody
Yeah.
might say something and you just turn the light on in my mind.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just
that's
like,
right.
yo, the water for that, brother.
Yeah.
I never saw that.
Yeah.
Now you enlightened
That's
me.
Yeah.
education. You brought it out of me.
Yes.
It was there, but you awakened it.
You
Right.
awakened it.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah. Verse 18.
That's why brothers gotta stick to your style.
Con.
If you're Latino or whatever, be that because you're gonna enlighten somebody that's similar to you, to where they're just like, oh, I get it. You have that flavor. No, but I might speak too eloquent for somebody who's more rough.
Yes.
And then a man who's rough might come and speak to a man who's rough, and the man who's rough said, oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yep, and that's the deal.
That's right. Verse 18, to an ignorant person, wisdom is as useless as a house gone to ruin. He has never even thought about the things he is so sure of. To a person without any sense and education is like handcuffs. But to a sensible person, it is like gold bracelets. That's what I'm saying. It's a different perspective. We look at it like, yo, this is amazing.
Yeah. Yes.
The Most High, you know, you're showing us that this world is not it.
Yeah,
It's the valley of the shadow of death.
that's right. And that's how you know, like, you know what? Like, you just have to have that kind of spirit in you.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you think about, like, a lot of people that, like, especially older people, you come to the truth, you might be younger, and older people think they know what they're talking about, but in the world, and you brought out one precept, and that just destructured the whole 50 years of living.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They have to look at that in their own mind.
Oh, yeah.
They're not going to be able to take all that weight, so they're going to be willfully
Well, that's why the
ignorant.
Lord said, you don't pour new wine into old bottles.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah, I remember you, brother. You did that one time at 4020. He actually put
Yeah.
new wine in the old bottle and it
Yeah.
broke. And then I was like, what happened?
Yeah.
He's like,
Shit.
he's like, don't you know the scripture?
Oh, shit. You're the spirit.
That was funny, man. But that's what it is.
Yeah.
But that's why the Lord, a lot of old men, they can't get this.
Yeah.
It's exceptions. It
Yeah.
does happen.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's very rare.
You have to have that spirit in you.
Yeah. You gotta deconstruct your decades of life.
Because
Yeah.
you're already set in
You
your
know?
ways.
You gotta, yeah.
That's why they say you can't teach an old dog new trick.
That's right. Finishing up, it says, verse 20, but to a sensible person, it is like gold bracelets. An intelligent person will smile quietly while a fool roars with laughter.
It's true.
A stupid person will. That was the point, actually. Yeah, that was it.
Hey, this is Revelation 2:9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
Yeah.
Just to back up the brother, because
Yeah.
this is our riches.
That's right.
And we see it as riches
That's right.
for some reason.
It's the
Even
spirit
though
that's
we
in
don't
us.
have nothing.
Yeah.
Carnal.
Pearls.
Exactly.
Check the pearls, man.
Come.
Yeah, in this place, people look at that as economically not viable. You watch when all hell breaks loose. What's economically viable?
Yeah, for real.
And Bible means life.
Mhm.
Life.
Yeah,
is
right.
That's what the word means.
Okay, so go ahead. This is Deuteronomy 4, 5-7, and it reads, behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, our power, commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of nations.
And you know what's heavy about that is, I'm just thinking now, obviously that's pertaining to when we're coming into the land, but, you know, we're scattered across the whole earth. In 2nd Ezra 6:54 says the whole earth was made for us. So we're fulfilling that up right now too. You know, we're through being obedient to the Lord's judgment and everything like that, because soon these men are going to possess the land.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Okay. In the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is wise and understanding people.
Well, it was this, what you're reading is what created the Muslim book. Right? So everywhere you go, what people live by are really and truly these words, but they just profane it. They twist it, they turn it. But it really goes back to the word of the Most High.
Yeah.
Right? So when we put everything in order,
Yeah.
that's when they're going to be like, oh, wow,
Yeah.
yes, this is right.
You're taking all the pieces and putting them in the right place.
Correct
yeah.
places.
Verse 7, for what nation is there so great? Who has Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai?
Yeah, because they're not saying that about Esau. They want Esau out of their land.
Right.
They're saying, look what you've done to our women.
That's right.
Look what you've done to our people.
That's right.
We want you out. They're not going to say that about us
That's right.
through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They're going to be like, oh, wow, yeah, no,
Yeah.
this is right.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
For who has Yahweh Ba'ashim Yashai so nigh unto them? As Yahweh Ba'ashim Yashai, our power, our judge, our God, is in all things that we call upon him for. That's enough.
This is Revelation 3 and 8. I know thy works. Behold, I have set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it. For thou hast a little strength, and hast kept my word.
So wait, you're reading there, it says, I know that works. So you know sometimes you got a hit on your video or a channel that's taken down. Most I see that work. He saw what you were doing.
Yeah.
Okay?
So yeah, all the deleted videos.
Everything.
Yeah.
Right? So that precept can be attached to that. You know, so I got you. That's all you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Don't worry. Right? You're gonna be blessed for that.
Exactly.
Right?
I know thy works. Behold, I have set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it. For thou hast a little strength, hast kept my word, and has not denied my name.
That's right, man. And we always open up with all praise to Yahweh Shema Shai, right? So the name came talking about us, right? These other camps, we hate the fact that we say the name.
Oh yeah.
They say, when I heard a nigga says Yahweh, blah, 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 you know, and they go on and they make fun of it, they mock and they scoff. And those are big men in the spirit. Them men should be saying that because we came and saw those men in the truth.
Yeah.
Right? That's why the Most High has to humble them, because if he humble them, they gotta come fall underneath us.
Yeah.
So it's that's why they can't leave my position, because if we were to say, yeah, you guys have the truth, they're underneath everything Jimmy's brother right now.
Yeah. 100%.
Right? Nick gotta hold signs up
Yeah.
the whole time.
And that's how you know they're not spiritual.
Exactly.
That's carnal mindset.
Good.
Jumping down to verse 11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown.
That's right.
So you gotta hold on to the doctrine that we've been taught, man. Right? And it says tight, fast means tight. Like fast and something means tight.
Tight.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be something you cherish.
Yeah.
So, you know, I got this.
Yeah.
You know, this doctrine. I ain't losing this doctrine, man.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And you practically show that by what you're doing every day.
That's right.
You know,
It's
it's not just
right.
it's not just a feeling.
Yeah.
You're expressing it every day. You're doing something, and then you know it says that no man can shut the door. That's why it makes so much more sense now. It made sense before, but it's making even more sense now when the apostles always bring out this truth is just for the elect, because them men over there, they're only deceiving fools. They're not going to deceive the elect. You can't shut the door. No man can shut that door.
So if it's possible, it would deceive the very elect.
Exactly.
So it means it's not possible.
Exactly. That's right.
Can I back you up real quick? Because you mentioned hold fast.
God.
Song of Solomon 3:3. The watchmen that go about the city found me, to whom I said, saw ye him whom my soul loveth? It was but a little that I passed from them, but I found him whom my soul loveth. I held him and would not let him go,
That's right.
until I had brought him into my mother's house and into the chamber of her that conceived me.
Right.
Right? So
Yeah,
that's
just
representing wisdom.
That's just like Jacob. When you grab that angel.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, no, let me go. Gotta give me
Uh,
a name.
Yeah,
So my fame,
yeah,
Yeah.
God.
reputation.
Yeah.
Verse 12. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my power, Yahweh, and he shall go no more out. And I will write upon him the name of my power, Yahweh, and the name of the city of my power, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my power, and I will write upon him my new name.
And you got Israelites that are saying that we're in a new covenant.
Yeah.
And you just read this whole thing. None of us have experienced this whole events that he's just reading right now, and we're in a new covenant.
But the man is worth a much million, so maybe that's the.
That's
he's
his
good.
new covenant.
You know,
That's his new covenant.
He's
That's
good.
what it must feel like.
It's Judas covenant.
Yeah.
Jumping down to verse 17, because thou sayest, I am rich
Right.
and increase with goods,
See?
and have need of nothing,
Yeah.
and knowest
Yeah.
not that thou art wretched and miserable and poor and blind and naked.
That's why it says in Daniel's 12:1 that someone will wake up to everlasting shame and contempt. Because that's what they're going to see when they look back on their lives.
Yep.
All the way from Adam down to when the destruction comes, they're going to see poor, wretched, and nakedness.
Yeah.
Pretty much a degenerate. Every lot, I was a degenerate.
Yeah.
God damn. I gotta make up for that.
Because me and Nate, with
Yeah,
millions of
it's
dollars,
communion.
you don't walk by somebody in your congregation that's in destitute, and you go, "What? Hey, brother, and Charles, man, what? You must just away your $100 million, and man, just barely making it."
Yeah.
That's
you know?
crazy, bro.
You gotta be a man, brother.
God,
Take care of your
but
house.
But that's how church leaders are, though.
Yeah.
And
True,
Yeah.
true,
True church leader.
Yeah.
That was the point.
How to make it for
Yeah,
himself.
I was gonna say to add on to that, because them doing all of that, it's gonna be brought into the kingdom, and then they're gonna be feeling that shame for 1,000 years while Esau's, you know, in the pit.
Yeah, because remember, these Jakes, they're gonna know we fucked up so many lifetimes. We were living it up this last lifetime in Babylon. Now we're in rulership, and these other nations are being punished. So they're gonna kind of feel like, yo,
Yeah.
super blessed,
Yeah.
but humble, like
Humble.
real humble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the elect,
Mhm.
whoever the elect is,
Even the elect.
Yeah.
my sins are covered. Nobody knows, you know, like.
Yo,
And I'm on a high level,
What?
and so you're not gonna be walking like,
no,
like, you know
no
what I'm
way.
saying?
Because we're gonna know what we did as
And you're not
well.
gonna mock like the tutors that come back. You're not gonna
No.
laugh at them.
No,
and
no,
shit.
no.
It's gonna be brotherly. It's all an equilibrium, really.
It is.
Yeah.
We're all gonna be, you know.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
both sides.
But the Lord still honors His highly favored men. That's a
Yeah.
high honor, bro.
Yeah, man.
And we're still sinners. Like, come on. Man.
That's crazy.
And you're gonna see that shame, like they're gonna be bursting or whatever from their bowels during the high holy days, especially when Yahweh shows that body that is suffering,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah. Put him more when we see
Yeah.
that body.
Especially the people that did him dirty.
Yeah.
Man. Hey, some of those.
Just like the man he is, he's just gonna say, "Yo, I forgive you."
Yeah.
You'll know too.
Wow.
So wherever he goes to, and you're the one who spat upon him, he's just gonna be like,
Oh,
"I forgive you."
remember they took the crown.
Of thorns.
I believe that they put a real crown and then they mocked him and then they took it off and then they put the crown of
Thorns.
and then they smacked him, they spit on him.
Spit
Beat
on
him.
But in that moment too, remember he was on the cross. He
Forgive
said,
them.
he said, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do."
Mm.
It's crazy.
Right?
So none of us could do that. None of us.
Damn.
This is Matthew 5:8 in an NLT, and it reads, Yahweh blesses those whose hearts are pure, for they will see Yahweh. You know, with this truth, your mind is being cleansed, because at one point your mind used to be defiled. Verse 9, Yahweh blesses those who work for peace, for they will be called of Yahweh. Yahweh blesses those who are persecuted for doing the right, for the kingdoms of heaven in theirs. You know, some men will be persecuted, right, for teaching this word, right? Verse 11, Yahweh blesses you when people mock you and persecute you and lie about you and say all sorts of evil things against you because you are my followers.
Right.
Hey, the great thing, man.
Yep.
It's a big thing.
Yep.
Within, because like that's false witness,
That's right.
right? And it's causing each and every camp. That's their go-to button
Yeah,
when it's
yeah.
dealing with us. Oh, you gotta.
Shit. Yep.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
And as soon as and they usually do it when there's a crowd of people, and you know how people's mind works. Because
Yes.
it's based on making people feel we look apart.
Emotional,
You know.
Hey, they did that to that one brother, the elder Kazakh from Mississippi. He walked by the UIC and I think his auntie was there. And, hey, aren't you GMS? Don't you guys believe in great? And his auntie was right there.
Yeah.
You know, so that's an example where like those guys.
Yeah.
That's like you said, that's a heavy accusation.
That's right. Last verse, be happy about it.
And it says because we don't part of
First 11.
Yeah.
Yahweh blesses when people mock you and persecute you and lie about you and say all sorts of evil things against you because you are my followers.
because so we're teaching what it says in the law. We're not saying that it's something to go out and do. right? All the men of GMS is doing is saying this is in the Bible, right? This occurred.
Yeah, this was the law for a
This-
situation.
Con.
where It happened in
Yeah.
ancient world.
Con.
You had a thing called bride kidnapping. You can look it up.
Yep.
That's
Bride
right.
kidnapping.
Right.
It's still practiced in certain parts of the world.
Yeah, the tribe of Benjamin.
That's right.
Yep.
The tribe of
Woman of
everybody
Shiloh.
who's claiming the tribe of Benjamin has to remember how we came back.
That's right.
Yeah.
We were almost done.
That's right. And what does Benjamin mean? Son of my right.
Yeah, son of the right.
So does Moses saying, my right hand, look, you see, you have to bring him back. Moses has the right hand.
And then,
Catch every man
and
with
then
a wife.
the reason why I don't like this Western world, because a lot of people are not being truthful about how the spirit of a man works. That feeling takes over a man sometimes. And
Yeah, it's true.
only real men can have that conversation. This is not a conversation for boys.
Con.
You boys are still in your emotional mindset. Oh, I have a daughter. If this happened to my daughter, I'm killing you guys. No,
I have
this
a
is
younger
just what
sister.
happens.
I mean, it's just-
This can happen.
It's a queen.
And the Most High is just saying, and the Most High made it righteous. He turned something that could happen and made it righteous. He said, if you do that, now that's your woman, and you cannot put her away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, a lot of you men, you're neutered, man.
You're
Pretty
neutered.
much fucking neutered.
They're neutered.
Yeah.
They're neutered, elder. They're neutered.
So you see a woman now, and you're taught.
She's half naked, and you're.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't look.
Yeah.
Yo, back in the day, women didn't even need to wear long clothing for us to get turned
That's
on.
right.
Yeah.
A woman used to just show a little bit,
Yeah,
and that used to
yeah.
just be enough.
Yeah.
Back in the day, we used to just go through the Sears catalog
Con.
Yeah.
just to
Yeah.
see some sexy girls and be like, yo,
Just to see cleavage, bro.
just to see cleavage.
Now you see the ass, you see the nipples.
Everything.
It's like, what the
You can't
fuck?
say nothing.
You see the nipples.
And you can't say
You see her
nothing.
nipples with her piercing. You're just like, what the
Yeah.
fuck's going on?
Con.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they look here like you're
That's
weird.
right.
First,
Like there's a guy what's that band? Red Hot Chili Peppers. He was I think it was 50s, and he was dealing with a 19-year-old, and it was on Twitter, and people were like, this is
Freaking out.
He's like, she may be 19, but she looks like my younger daughter. This is disgusting. This is wrong, and it's legal. Like what do you guys? You know what I mean? Like, what's the threshold?
That's
for
how you know their minds is
They're
messed
just
up. Exactly.
fucked up, man.
Yeah,
But
con.
an 8-year-old says, I'm a girl, but I want to be a
A
boy.
boy.
yeah.
What?
Respect that.
Yeah.
You're brave.
That's brave. You know?
Fucking weird world, man.
Wounded in the stones. Did you chop it off yet?
Yeah.
Did you chop it off?
Yeah, and if you walk around with, if you decide to just cut off one arm, they'll think you're weird. But people can go and cut off their whole genitals and put on another genital, and
Yeah, they're the biggest hero.
You know, you cut off one arm, you say, I just want to be a one-armed man. They're like, yo, what's wrong with you? But you cut off your arm.
Or it's cute for you to raise your daughter to have boyfriends until it's time for her to get married. What?
Oh, but there was
That's
something.
cute.
But there was something like that. That's true though. People are. It's called body modification or body.
Oh.
There's one guy or a woman. She made herself blind.
Yes. Yeah,
Because
yeah,
she
yeah.
always said, I always felt like I
Yes, like
I
you
wanted
need
to
to
be
be blind.
born blind.
Yeah.
Nah, nah,
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
You know,
They said she's crazy though.
she's brave. No, she's. That's her choice.
Wow.
The doctor, they had to do it. However, they did the operation. They made her blind. She didn't make herself blind. She didn't just stare in the sun. She had to go to a medical
Yeah, that's a
procedure.
heavy deal.
That's a heavy
Yeah.
demon.
Wow.
Heavy demon.
Imagine
You
being
know?
in this place for another 30, 40 years.
So people are like, I feel like I'm disabled. I gotta cut my legs off. You know
I
what
wanna
I'm saying?
work.
Like,
It's a heavy
Bro.
demon, man. That's why
Lying
both sides to
spirit.
be fearful.
Yeah.
and then you're there. You're like, no, why did I do that?
Yeah, then you think
A
the
lot of
spirit
people
of
that
it,
transition, remember, they bug out. They said
Yeah.
that was the worst mistake of my life.
Con.
They actually commit suicide,
Yes.
right?
Hey, 30, 40 years, with Ashar just mentioned, is going to be Elysium.
Mhm.
That's just like you always mention Elysium. It's going to be Elysium.
It's gonna be
'cause-
like a Total Recall with a 3-titty bitch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Got 5 kids to feed.
He wasn't lying. That Jake was serious.
Last verse, verse 12. Be happy about it. Be very glad, for a great reward awaits you in heaven. And remember, the ancient prophets were persecuted in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is not a grievous thing, like, the things that you do from,
Finish.
you get, inherit it in the kingdom. Because if you stored up all of the stuff that you did here, you'd be taking no account for that.
Yeah.
And then on top of it, it has to be spiritual, so it can't be tangible.
Yep.
Right? Because that's why you get a piece of it, which is the inquiring of the wisdom, right? And then enduring and being in the same life as Yahushua.
And that's why we're not allowed to take certain things as well in our body, because it takes away that precious knowledge we have.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the people who took certain things,
Yeah.
they did the research and said, I lost God. I can't find God.
There's an IOIC
Yeah.
member, he took it, he said, I feel like, pretty much, yeah, like the
Spirit
spirit
left me.
left me.
Yo.
I was disconnected.
So the Most High said, don't do it.
Yeah.
Because they're going to do.
Defile your temple.
Yeah, man. Come on.
And that
Con.
monkey, this
Heavy
and that.
metals,
Con.
Yeah.
aluminum, yeah.
A piece of Esau's DNA.
Yeah, concoction.
Aborted fetal cell lock, and I'm like this and
Yeah.
that.
This is the word persecute in the etymology online. It says to oppress for the holding of an opinion or hearings to a particular creed or mode worship, pursue, torment, open legal action.
Yep, and the apostles, when they got whooped for teaching the name of how they praised them.
They were happy.
Yeah, they were happy.
That's a token that the Most High doing it.
Exactly, man. And
You know?
they saw Yahushua. Like they saw him like this. They saw him do the miracles. So you couldn't tell him anything.
Oh yeah.
But we have that. Showing that this is a blessing because they're back here again and all the followers and everything. But we have that same, faith without even seeing Yahushua in person.
Mm-hmm.
That's the comforter. That's the
Yeah.
Holy Spirit.
Sure.
It's as if Yahushua, you're studying, you're going through it. Yahushua, go look this up,
Mm-hmm.
go look that up. It's like he's sitting there with you, going through it.
Yeah.
You know,
That's what it says. You shall hear a voice behind you saying, "This is the way.
right,
Walk in it."
right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why these unspiritual guys like these apart, they're breaking apart. These guys are breaking apart. They come up, they might have a 5-year, 10,
Mm-hmm.
and they break apart. This guy Deacon Haka, they made that song back in the day. He say GMS hating on me. I was in the bins.
Yeah. He always
What
plays
the
it
hell?
when he does his
This guy's bugged out.
Yeah.
Talking about Hebrews and the Hellcat. The fuck?
I thank the Lord that I have a life after YouTube. I have a life to go to after YouTube. I have this, that. The Lord blessed me.
But the
He said.
Lord said you got to deny your life. You got to deny yourself.
exactly.
What life?
This-
This isn't life. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
That's right.
This is John 17:9. I pray for them. I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me.
Right.
For they are thine, and all mine are thine,
Right.
and thine are mine, and I am glorified in them.
That's right, man. The way we walk, the way we talk, everything. Even the persecutions.
Yep, these guys talking about your cameras, 4K.
Yeah.
You need good studio production. You need this and you need that. I remember a time when we did shit off old cameras, man. JVC and
Yeah,
cameras.
720p eyes. Alright.
That was good.
Yeah,
It's
720.
really good.
Yes. Yeah. You mostly would just do it in 480.
Yeah. 360. and stuff.
Only Daniel's
360,
camera was like
360.
1080.
Yeah, 240.
240 is
God
what we
damn,
were
bro.
doing.
Yeah.
I remember the Apostles was 240.
Yeah.
Old school
Yeah.
back
But
then.
your thing would get uploaded quick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something like that.
You don't have to wait like an hour for this thing. to
But
get
think
uploaded.
about the Apostles videos, man. They're
Oh, yeah.
great. Like if you watch it now, you're like, damn.
Yeah,
But
and
I
the
thought
world.
that was good quality.
Yeah, that was good
I
quality.
hear
Yeah.
everything. I see
Yeah.
it. I see the icons.
Right,
I'm like, okay, it's
right.
beautiful.
Con.
It's in color.
Right.
Yeah, con.
Right.
Yeah. In the 4K.
Just going into what the other was saying. These guys are falling out. They're not getting that prayer, man. Right?
Yeah,
protection
that's right.
of Yahweh's prayer for
That's
the
serious.
elect.
Come on.
That's important, man. Right? The elect are being prayed for by the Son of the Heavenly Father. That's
Yeah.
amazing, man.
Yeah.
Whoever those men are, that's the ultimate protection, man.
Yeah, it's true. Because
That's
a lot,
crazy.
a lot of
That's
you
serious,
Israelites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the Lord.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like Peter, he said,
I pray for you.
Satan has a desire to
Yeah.
sift thee as wheat, but I have prayed.
Right.
That means Yahweh should pray
Pray
to
for
you,
you.
to Yahweh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotcha.
And Yahweh hears him.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the point.
He's the high priest.
Jeez.
You know,
You
in
know,
the end, we would
and
have
Yahweh, he's good, he's alright. You gotta take them demons. and-
Yeah. Yeah. You would have to go to the high priest
Damn.
to go pray, to go talk to the Lord.
Con.
You couldn't just go talk to him. So he's the high priest. He's up
And
there.
then when Yahweh gives Satan instructions, he's like, you know what? All right, leave him
Yeah,
alone.
leave him. He's with me.
Allow,
Yeah,
allow.
yeah, allow him. Allow, yeah.
Fuck up his house.
Yeah,
Don't kill him.
Yeah. He's with my son.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, he's with my son. Yeah. Cause Yahweh Shai is up there. He's a priest. He's doing the priestly duties. There's a whole temple up there. He's
Like a
doing
lawyer.
everything. Yeah,
He's a lawyer.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right in front of the judge.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
case files you have today?
Yeah.
What's going on?
That's right.
He's already predestinated
That's right.
the elect, that it says, right?
Yeah.
So him dying on the cross,
Goes up, he's like, yeah, case 143,000.
Yeah.
Representing the tribe of Ashar. What did he do today?
man. That's God in conversation, man.
Yeah, the godly conversation, bro. It's real talk. Yeah, I want to give him bail.
Yeah.
He's been under heavy demons lately. Real shit.
And the Lord's gonna show us that.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna see that in the kingdom. We'll be like, oh, like
All the time Yahweh Shai prayed for you.
Yeah, come.
You
Yeah, how
you-
Shai
yeah,
goes and said,
yeah.
you know, what was he doing this month?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a couple videos.
Yeah.
Brother did this, sent up some prayers.
Yeah.
You know
Charitable.
what? Yeah. Charitable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he looked
Yeah.
out for a brother.
Yeah. All right.
You know, he prayed for this. He was patient.
Come.
You know what? He waited 2 months for that. Here, give him this.
Yeah. Come.
Yeah.
That's what the Lord does, man.
Wow.
That's what the Lord does.
Yeah, no,
That's why you got to put in your work too.
You have to.
The lawyer always tells you can help him as well.
Yeah, tell
You
me
know what I mean?
everything. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why the lawyer, like, well, I'm saying on a carnal level is down here. Like if you get a charge or whatever under Esau's legalese system, you have to go and do your pardon. So you have to go into community service.
Community service,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
Or sometimes you have to pay restitution.
Yeah, that's the main thing. You
Yeah,
gotta
So
pay.
we're in community service.
Yeah, you gotta do when you do the pay the restitution, like the judge sees it, the check that was paid to the charity or whatever, and he's like, oh, okay, I see halfway, so okay, you're gonna have to do some more hours or whatever, and then I'll give him the pardon.
Your Honor, my client has been working very hard. It's your good deeds.
Yeah, come on, it's your good
And
deeds.
even if you're in jail, you can have good behavior.
You can.
Yeah.
And get a pardon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and get pardon.
Yeah, some guys they get a long sentence, but
Wow.
they'll go to school in jail,
Yeah.
in
course.
prison, right?
Yeah.
They get a
Yeah.
degree or something, and they say, "Look, Your Honor, my client.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, he's been trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes even for your sentence, you have to do some kind of course. You know, usually a domestic.
Exactly.
some kind of course.
Yeah.
And then you're a good
Domestic
guy.
violence.
Exactly.
Anger management.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's what this truth is for us. It's
Yeah.
that course, it's that domestic course, the anger management.
Yeah.
What do they have? The alcohol AA.
Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
Yeah, it's the same. It's all that in one.
Yeah, that's.
Hey,
the
but that's why
discipline.
the elder apostle recall says prayer. So brothers don't understand. There's things you gotta do too.
Yeah.
You know, just like the elder said. See, everything ties back into the knowledge, because you might blame the truth, but then you didn't do nothing
You do it exactly.
for the whole month. Maybe
Yeah.
you didn't do shit for the month.
Right. You're asking for you pray for a job, but you're not looking for no jobs.
True.
Yeah.
Or you didn't
just
do
sit
anything
down.
for the brotherhood.
Oh yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
didn't do anything for Yahweh.
Yeah, you didn't do a
alms.
lesson.
Maybe you didn't fast.
Yeah, you can't.
You didn't do nothing.
Yeah, can't.
Yeah.
And then you're ignoring the Lord's little signs. Will give you this. Okay, you can help out the body this way. Or you can do this,
Exactly.
and you're just not need a job. You know,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now you see
Need
me
a job first.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
Then I'll be good.
Yeah, can't.
Yeah. That was it.
Yeah, I'm finished.
Okay, brothers, you got pizza? Okay. All right, we'll close up then. So with that, we'll give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadosh.
Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops who we learn the truth from. And then shalom to you elect out there.
Shalom.
Abad Babal.
Abad Babal.
Kwame Yashar.
Kwame
Kwame
Yashar.
Yashar.
Hopefully.
Shalom to them.
Shalom. Blessing.
Mm, 2.5 hours.
That was beautiful, man. That was beautiful.